Well, that's lovely. It moved us again. Nice.
What?
Yeah, it moved us to. I don't know why it does this to us every time, but it will turn around and move us to a different chat every single time. And it just did it again. Yay.
I love YouTube.
I know, man. And
What?
I've got two Stadias. I don't know why it keeps doing this to me.
I've bought in, damn it.
Damn it,
Yeah.
someone subscribe. We were at 666.
Well, what's up, everybody? It is 8 o'clock. It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. It's time for Gaming Beyond the Box. Glad to be back here tonight. I've been on so many podcasts this week. I almost didn't even want to do my own. But tonight, we're going to do something a little bit different than what we normally do, which, I mean, that's kind of our forte to begin with. As you know, if you've been here for a while, we're not like most podcasts. We will put up a link in the chat before we start the show here in the next couple of moments. Every super chat, all the ad revenue, everything that comes in from this show tonight will be donated to Dizzy. If you guys are not familiar with Dizzy, he was here on this podcast 2 weeks ago. Dizzy is fighting cancer, and Dizzy's probably one of the most awesome guys I know. So everything that pops through the super chat will be donated to him tonight, and we are going to double the amount. So we're just trying to help a good friend out, man. He's going through a really hard time, so we're just going to try to do what we can to help him. And on that note, we are going to play the intro, and we're going to start this show. So let's get this shit going. All right, Wednesday night. Welcome to Gaming Beyond the Box. Let's get this thing going. And like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, all super chats, all ad revenue goes to our good friend Dizzy. And if you're not familiar with Dizzy, he is one of the writers for lordsofgaming.net. So let's get this thing going. And I'm going to introduce you to the panel, which most of you guys know them already. And we're going to start with Viking's Funeral. What's up, Viking? Viking, hello. All right, we won't start with Viking. Let's start with Cloud. We actually got Cloud on the show with us tonight. What's up, Cloud?
Hey guys, I am here actually, unlike Viking, wherever the hell he went. Not much new on my end, just working, playing a bit of Dreams on PlayStation, which is incredible. Very incredible. The tools that they've put on there for game creations alone, it's just mind-blowing, so that's taken up a lot of my time. Other than that, been putting around on the Division 2, new DLC that dropped on the Xbox, which has been quite a bit of fun. And yeah, that's about it. Haven't played anything on my Switch, but
Well, all right.
yeah.
And Philly Eagle, thank you, sir, for the $10 super chat. Shout out to this cause. I can empathize with family members going through cancer. Philly, I think most of us can, dude. There's not many people that's not affected by it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And next, we will bring in Crispy Bomb. Crispy's with us tonight. What's up, Crispy?
What's up, everybody? Great cause tonight. Good to hear. I didn't even know what was going on, so this is awesome. And glad to be here. Been playing some Division 2, a little bit of Gears and MK here and there, but Division 2 has got me my attention back. So definitely, if you're kind of on the fence, I mean, if you have the game, it's $30. It's not a big deal. I say hit it up. It is more story based than anything else. Really gets you into the grind.
All right. And my partner in crime, Fork Boy. What's going on, Fork?
Hey, everybody, what's up? Glad to be here tonight. Glad to be able to be part of this, be able to help somebody out in the community at Disney, be able to put the super chats and everything else towards it, along with some more money. So, yeah, if you don't know who he is, definitely look him up. It's at iDizzy on Twitter. And, yeah, just been playing WoW and Division 2, the new DLC, and just playing with the Forking crew and messing around with Wilmy and private chat here and there, trying to make his life more interesting.
Ooh.
And that says something. It's pretty interesting already. All right, Bomber. What's up, Bomber?
Yo, what's going on? Doing
I
pretty
feel like
good.
that wasn't really a yo. It was kind of like a yo.
Yeah, do a
Let's
rewind.
Yo, what is
There you
going on? Is that
He hasn't had his juice today.
Nah, I feel like that's fake, but that's
I
just
finally
my,
got my
whatever.
Just kind of got my juice. Anyway, man, doing all right. I've been kind of busy at work, having 13-hour days, so that's been fun. But yeah, other than that, I've been playing WoW, a little bit more WoW, and some more WoW.
Wow.
And yeah, WoW.
Wow.
But due to my poll, I'm going to have to start playing some freaking God of War, so I can go ahead and get that done. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's it.
All
Like,
right.
are you talking stripper pole or?
No, I did a Twitter poll to see.
Ah,
Yeah,
We just wanted to
Stripper
clarify
poll,
what type
not
of
so good.
poll.
I'm way too fat for that. So.
okay. Well, I mean, at least you're honest, and the beer would probably
Instead
get
of them
caught
throwing
anyway.
dollars at him, they're throwing games.
No, they were throwing bologna and mayonnaise.
Ooh.
So they didn't.
No
know.
cheese? Where's the cheese at, bro?
Different kind of mayonnaise.
All right. Next, we got Leo. What's going on, Leo?
Oh, not doing too bad. I got to try out the Final Fantasy VII remake demo. It was pretty cool, but it was weird because I remember the original, and playing it in those graphics was just crazy. And besides that, I was been playing Destiny 2 and Division 2. A lot of D's.
Yeah, a lot of dudes.
Take the
Did you
D's.
say a lot of D's?
He likes
Yeah,
to
not even gonna
He's
comment
everywhere.
on that.
He
Oh,
I
like-
was
like
waiting
Final
for
Fantasy
somebody
13.
to say it. I wasn't
All
going
the
to.
D's.
he likes to
Like
golf.
Destiny.
He likes
All
the
right, and next we've got our resident stoner. What's up, Ghost?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite fucking stoner. Getting high and fucking playing games, man. I hope everybody's had a fucking good week so far. Happy hump day. Let's fucking talk about all the crazy shit going on with fanboys.
fanboyism.
And Lucas, thank you for the $2 super chat. Much love to the cause. Great community member. Yes, sir, he is. And actually, I'm not going to say anything yet. So, but a few of us in the podcast community have got something really big planned for next week. So keep your eyes on Twitter. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. And next, oh shit, you got me. Oh well, I'm not important. All right. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room.
Fuck you! I lost weight. God damn it! Oh,
Viking, have you made it back yet, sir?
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
Viking.
F this, I'm out.
Oh,
Probably
and
got it muted.
I think he
He's
may
probably,
have.
he's probably talking and he's
Tempest son, thanks for the super chat, man. Hugs
And-
and kisses and appreciate it. I will kiss Wilmy for you.
And here you go, Tempest. There's the soundbite you were asking for. All right, the big news. Looks like almost an hour ago, they decided they were going to debate having E3, and that did not take long. They decided with about 45 seconds they were going on with E3. So
I was confused by that. Like I know we were talking about it in private chat, but I had to go back to make sure that I was like, wait a second, didn't it just say they were looking at it? And then I scrolled down, and then it said, "No, we're good." It's like,
yeah, that was like the quickest decision in history, man.
I'm like,
Well,
so
what
why
is
did you
happening?
post what you posted?
No, what it is technically there's multiple articles, and of course every article is like, oh my gosh, they're thinking about it, like, since they're doing a state of emergency, it's over. But technically, all they're doing is they just updated their website and everything about just how they're going on a day by day basis with this, and it's still continuing. All the major companies are still in it, so stay tuned for more info. That's basically all it is. It's kind of like, it still feels like it's probably not going to happen, but they're not going to cancel it right now.
It feels like damage control.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
don't you talk about
That's what it
damage
feels
control.
like. No, I'm
Well, that's
saying,
because that's what it is.
No,
they are doing damage control. They're like, oh, we're looking into it, so when we don't do it, you won't be surprised. That's what's happening, people. Come on.
Completely agree. Completely
Yes.
agree.
My thing is this, though. What happens if they decide to hold this thing? And my wife, actually, she's showing me an article about 15 minutes ago. Roush, or Roche, whatever you want to call them, the pharmaceutical company, it has found that some arthritis medications are helping with this coronavirus. So what happened?
That's awesome, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Unless you're like me and you have a wife with severe RA. But
Yeah.
but the thing is, what if they decide to go through with this and this is not under control? Do you think all the companies may end up pulling out anyway?
I think so.
Only if it got real bad.
Yes, if it gets bad.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be up to, I say probably April, because you got to think, like, especially Microsoft, they do their FanFest stuff and get ready for all that in April. So I think, definitely if Microsoft pulls out, I think that's when you're going to probably see Ubisoft, everybody else pull out. And that's if Microsoft pulls out. They have their own area. It's not like they need anything inside the Coliseum, so...
I think if it does continue and they decide to go on with the event, and there's still a very small chance it could happen. Like, attendance is obviously at this point going to take a huge hit.
Oh, I'm sure it
like,
is.
People are scared to go to the fucking store right now, the way things are going, let alone somewhere with thousands of people in and out, I don't know. Like, myself, I got a funny feeling that we're going to see it canceled, like the physical part of it, and they'll just have to
They'll
go
stream
from
it.
there and do,
YouTube.
do a live, like Nintendo Direct does, and
It'll
Xbox
be
does
cheaper
the same
for 'em.
stuff too, right?
It'll be hella cheaper, dude.
Well,
Oh,
it'll be cheaper for
extremely.
everybody except for ESA or whoever the company is that puts on E3. They're going to be the ones that are losing all the money because all that income is now gone. Because they have to refund anybody that's purchased tickets, all that good jazz. So that's where I think that's why they're holding out. They're like, look, we've got thousands of people that have already paid for their tickets. We're not going to say no until it's really needs to be announced.
Let's be honest for a second. this would be a huge hit to them. We've all heard that E3 has not done extremely well, as concerned with the ESA. So in general, I think, like, one time where you can't, get that revenue for a year, this could really hurt them, and that's what concerns me. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you think about it, Microsoft, this big corporation, they're across the street or whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean? So, are they even investing in what's going on at E3? Not really. You know what I mean? So,
they still give them money to be part of E3 because they still have their booths inside the Coliseum, stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's not the significance like it used to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, here's a question. You have, ESL or whatever it is putting it on. I mean, if it goes down and they say, "Hey, we're just going to back out," I'll flat out say it. Kotaku put an article out there. I don't really care for the guy, but he put an article
Jason
out there
Schreier or whatever.
Yeah, and it said, if they back out, maybe more companies will do like PlayStation. And I think if more companies do like PlayStation, I think we might see a trend where we start seeing less and less conventions and things like that, and more just things streamed. Because one, it saves companies money. It gets you out there more because now you're actually able to stream it. People can look at it on their phones. I mean, more exposure, cheaper. More revenue for you. I mean, in the long run, it's not a bad idea. You're not really spending any money to be somewhere. You're not having to shuttle people from your company, expose them to all sorts of different environments. To me, it's only a matter of time before I think we're going to see less and less of these conventions, which is sad.
Oh, I agree with you.
Let me catch up on these. Matt, thank you very much, sir. He is doubling his previous donation in honor of me doubling everything collected from the show. Let's do this. A single dollar helps, and that's very true, Matt. Thank you, sir. You rock. You're awesome. And Monkey Punch donates $1.99. Says, "I know how it feels to have cancer. I have it." And thank you, Monkey Punch. And dude, like I said, man, everybody knows somebody or somebody that's been affected with this. And Dreadpool with the $10 super chat for iDizzy. Let's all chip in. Every little bit counts. Yes, sir, it does. And thank you guys. And Viking, I have no idea why you can't talk, but go ahead.
But the only thing that I still see as strange, and maybe it's because of how ESA handles E3, is that E3 is the only one that anybody says is bad, like that has that says anything negative about any of PAX. Everybody says how PAX is great. I mean, yeah, the coronavirus thing supposedly was, a scare there, but apparently nothing has happened that we know of. But you don't hear that from Gamescom. You don't hear that from the Tokyo Game Show or whatever it's called, the Tokyo thing. So does that technically mean it's just E3 that's just honestly just bad and that somebody else needs to head something else up? Also known as the dude that does the Game Awards, because apparently he knows how to get something up and running and well.
Oh, that
Just
guy.
saying. Yeah, that guy.
The guy
that
name
said
we
he's
shall
not
not
going to
mention.
E3 this year.
Do what?
The guy that said he's not going to E3 this year.
Yeah, he knew. I mean,
He knew
He
this
is
was going to happen.
he is the coronavirus. That's
This all started when they showed that crappy Fast and Furious game during the Game Awards. That's what caused all this.
I still
Yeah,
don't
and on top
understand
of
that
it,
game.
on top of it, how bad Xbox stole the show, which is hilarious. Like you can see it in his face. He's like, "Meh."
It's all
He was just
Fast and
mad.
Furious' fault.
Honestly, he was just mad just because he just didn't know anything about it. That's why. He was like,
Yeah, they
No, he's
completely.
a
Pull a fast one on
douchebag.
me.
I agree.
I couldn't leak anything, son of a.
Exactly. But we're all pretty much on the same page with this whole E3 debacle. So let's jump into some really good
Yep.
news. Well, good news for
Doomsday?
about. Let's jump into some good news for about 380 people around the world, including me, Mooch, and Dreadpool, who's in the chat.
That was going to be a Stadia.
Hold on. Just because you bought 380 Stadias, 380 now, and just because you gave them to your employees as a delayed Christmas bonus, no, that shit don't work, bro. You can't be, look, I tripled the entire. No. They're still for it.
But now, see, me, Mooch, and Dreadpool will have something to play some point in the future. Sony
years
Santa
from now.
Monica boss Shannon
Yes.
Studstill leaves to lead new Google Stadia studio. Now,
crazy.
the double
big deal.
irony in this, today, if you saw this on social media, people were praising her and thanking her, for starting up a new studio owned by Google. If this was somebody from Microsoft that had left,
a bloodbath. Everybody
it would have
was
been
fucking
doom and
thrown at him.
gloom. A giant asteroid was headed towards the Earth. it would be here by noon tomorrow. We're all going to die. Blood and chaos, dogs and cats sleeping together. You know what I'm getting at, folks. It would have been terrible. Yeah, but she leaves, and there's nothing said. She left one of the biggest studios that Sony has.
I guess my question is, besides the original God of War, I mean, because that's the only thing that really even mentions in the article, is she led up the God of War game, that one game of the year. Okay.
Was that a good game? I didn't play it.
I mean,
yeah, it's a great game.
So,
actually.
Yeah.
I mean, did she do the other God of Wars? If she didn't, what has she been doing since then? I guess those are questions that I have, because, I mean, it didn't go into the fact that she's in all the God of Wars. It just mentioned that, but then it's also like, okay, she's going to lead up a new studio. What studio? Like, what? I mean, there's not a lot of info in the article whatsoever, except for the fact that, yeah, they landed a big name, and it's like they're just trying to let people know, hey, look, Stadia's still alive. Don't run away. Don't, throw your console away. We're still going to make games for you.
It feels like when Xbox got Ninja, like for Mixer, because Mixer's dying, and they're like, oh, let's just throw this person in there. The thing is Google has a shit ton of money, so you don't know how much she's getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing I was thinking, because there was an article came out a few days ago. What was it, like Monday? That said that most developers, were thumbing up their nose at Google because they just weren't offering enough money. So evidently they offered her a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Maybe they didn't offer a bunch of money. Maybe it was just the right opportunity where she's able to do something different. Because how many times do we hear people say, "Well, I left because I wanted to try something different"? I mean, Rod Ferguson left because it wasn't money; it was he wanted to try something different. So I mean, maybe that's what it is. Hey, look, I'm tired.
He also failed at making Gears 5. Let's not ignore that.
Damn. Okay. Well, at least
There's a Gears 5.
You don't need to play it. Play Gears 1 and you're fine.
Okay.
At least you're honest. It just sounded weird hearing that come from Crispy for some odd reason.
Dude, you can't ignore the fact that all of a sudden the game's starting to get better when he left. I'm playing it now. I mean, it's getting better. His heart wasn't in it anymore. I completely agree with you.
Did they start making Mantinis as downloadable DLC for Gears?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you look at his Twitter, he doesn't talk about the game at all. He talks about Mantinis and shit. Like, dude, you were checked out years ago. That's what I believe. So maybe she was checked out. Maybe she was checked out. She's done.
Most stuff takes a little while to actually go in and actually get everything done and all that. What if he was the one that was behind actually fixing Gears of War?
I don't believe it.
What?
Game changer.
Crispy's like, fuck you, I'm mad, fuck you.
Well, on that note, J-Mo, thank you, sir, for the $1.99 super chat. Couple bucks to see Fort Boy tickle Wilmy's ass. That's not going to happen, J-Mo. I promise you.
Dreadpool, I'm not salty. I was literally at the checkout stand of Stadia, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Oh hell no!
And as a matter of fact, Dizzy is actually here in the chat, folks. So,
Dizzy, what's up? I will play this for you. Don't worry, he likes it.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry. Go sleep.
Oh my God! I mean, I know I've been on a lot of podcasts in the last couple of weeks, but Jesus Christ!
Oh, come on! I am who I am. That's all whose I am.
I know.
You should be used to him by now.
You know what? I don't own a PlayStation. That's what matters, okay?
Okay.
Amen to that.
But
No? All right.
Yeah.
so, anybody else have anything interesting about Stadia except for me and Dreadpool and Mooch are actually happy about this?
I can't comment on it because I
comment
don't have it. I've
I'm happy.
Never touched it, so.
I'm happy for the fact that a lot of people were worried that if it didn't work, Google would just back out, and Google hasn't backed out. Yeah, they haven't really said anything either. They've been about as quiet as Sony, but at the same time, it's like, hey, look, they're landing
that's
people.
a burn.
True though, but I mean, they're landing people to build new studios, people that have actually built good games. So they're like, hey, look, we're investing, we're trying to get good things, we're trying to get this going. So to me, it's it's a good thing. Shows that they're actually caring and they're willing to invest money and actually get it going. Where I know a lot of people when they announced it were really worried about the fact that Google has done other things where they're like, oh, well, this isn't going to work. We're just going to cancel it completely.
Well, I mean, they do
So,
only have
but-
28 games, so they need to do
Like
something.
Yeah,
Google
but it also shows how badly they believe in cloud gaming that they're willing to get her, and I'm guaranteed it's not the only person they go to land. If they're going to land her, I'm guessing there's going to be other big people they grab.
They should
How
have
much
started
did they pay her?
before Stadia came out.
See,
way
I don't-
before.
I don't know, but at the same time, I'm also wondering. It's kind of like the whole Xbox Sony thing, buying studios and everything. It's almost like, hey, fuck studios, we'll just buy the talent and make our own studios. So
I mean, but that's where I like what Xbox is doing. They're not just buying studios; they're also buying talent at the same time. So I feel like they're hitting the best of both worlds. And at the same time, and this is kind of a kudos to Sony, is that a lot of the Sony devs are coming to other companies because these other companies want them. So clearly they're doing something right. But the problem is that Sony has no pushback. Like it's like they have there's a lot of good developers, or even the minuscule other parts of making a game that have come from great games, Game of the Year status, that have went over to Microsoft and now even Google, and who knows about Amazon and everybody else that's going to come in this this whole cloud gaming thing. The only thing I like is that Xbox has already got cloud gaming going. They're still saying it's a beta, even though I have friends that are enjoying the hell out of it. They're in like low Wi-Fi areas and stuff and still playing it. So I'm kind of impressed with that. For somebody, especially one of my friends that is a huge PlayStation fan, to be like, dude, I went to Xbox because I have xCloud, I have Game Pass, I have all these things that help let me play games, and I enjoy those games. And then when I want to buy a third party game, I can go and do that because I have the money, because I don't have to spend for that first party game. And that's pretty smart. I mean, you're getting people on your platform because they're saving on the games they want to play on your platform, but at the same time, they're getting a little pushback from having Warlords of New York. Bam! It's on X. They're getting money from it. Like, a lot of people don't realize there's so many intricate little parts involved in what a dev and like Microsoft or PlayStation, what they actually have going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of little things, like a little here and a little there. Like, okay, we're going to advertise you. We're going to do this and that. We're going to get money from it. And a lot of people don't think about it. Like, they just don't think about that there's a huge business aspect. There's a reason why Game Pass hasn't died. Xbox hasn't died. You know what I mean? And to top it off, now you have other big companies like Amazon and Google saying, oh, we got to pay attention to this, even though they never did. And Microsoft has always paid attention in some way, shape, or form. But now that Phil's been involved and sitting at the table, you have somebody that's saying, look, this is a big deal. You look at the revenue that keeps going up and up and up. It doesn't go down. So we need to figure out this. And I love that, I enjoy gaming on Xbox because I feel like I'm going to be able to play all types of games.
Hold that thought. AP Cool J, thank you, sir, for the $20 super chat. And CSS Freelance, thank you, sir, for the $14.99 super chat. You may now proceed.
Oh, I'm good. We have so many people here. Like, I'm not used to Discord, so I mean, you guys could disagree with me. I'm fine.
No,
with it.
I was letting you say your thing. I mean, my thing is kind of where I was going with it is the fact that Google landed who they did. It just shows how much they believe in it. But it also shows us that if they believe in it this much, and Amazon's already talked about coming into the market, and Xbox is doing what they're doing, this could be where gaming is headed in the next like 7 years. And I said it last week on here that, how many more generations are we going to see before we no longer see generations and it's just done? Because it's easier just to do cloud gaming and cheaper. And I mean,
When that day comes, China will be taking a big hit.
Noof will quit playing games.
Well, I will say this. I'm interested in seeing the Microsoft-Samsung partnership. That's right, because Samsung have been the staple, and it's more about their hardware than anything else.
Well, what's funny is I saw someone post, they landed Samsung, but why not Apple? And it's like, because Apple's adding their own gaming service. I'm like, where have you been? I mean, they've advertised it multiple times. They're even entering the market. I mean, you have all these very large companies entering the cloud gaming. So, I mean, if you have that many players coming into the market, only so many are going to survive just due to the fact that's just the way the game's played. You can't. Not everybody can own everything.
So this is where I go and say, people
who will be the Disney?
People talk smack about what Phil said, a couple months ago, and he said, look, PlayStation and Nintendo are not my competition. But is that really stupid? No, I think that's super smart. I understand, like, PlayStation has we'll probably say 110 million consoles at this point sold. Okay? I understand that. But you have taken a loss for a good 5 to 6 years. That's in my opinion. But when it's all said and done, maybe you made $1 off every console.
But also remember, Sony came out about a week after that and said they also don't care about hardware sales. And
of course they're going to say it. It's damage control to not look like pussies.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it also comes down to the fact of maybe they're also seeing the writing on the wall that it's no longer about console sales. It's all headed to the cloud, and the sooner you get there, the more footing you're going to have. You don't want to be the guy missing the chair at the party. You want to be able to get in there and actually have a seat, not go, oh fuck, we didn't.
But it's a party. Right. There's usually dancing. Why are we sitting?
I honestly believe Fortnite started this whole fucking thing even worse. Like it made it worse because Fortnite was free to play and they've made billions of dollars. You know what I mean? So this completely changed everybody's mentality. It's insane how a game that I don't like it, but so many other people like it. So I can't sit there and be like, it's a piece of shit. Like, I think it is what it is. I don't feel the same strategic value that I need in gaming. But at the same time, I can't hate everybody that's playing it. And they're buying things on the platform. They download it for free and you get nothing. But then you buy all these things to make it relevant to you. And unfortunately, I hope we're not going to that full on, let's buy everything to make the character we want and do this and that. Like, I hope we're not going there. But unfortunately, Fortnite continues to just go gangbuster. Still has such a large following. It's almost like Minecraft, but Minecraft has more simplicity to it, and I feel Minecraft has even more longevity than even like a Fortnite. I feel like Minecraft's going to be here 10 years down the road because they haven't added super huge microtransactions. You know what I mean? But
Minecraft also, as of this year,
damn thing.
Yeah, Minecraft has, I believe, like still the most playtime every year over every single game, even Fortnite. Because there's so many money. Yeah, and people talk about Fortnite, but I mean, they introduced it, and people love the Battle Pass. Destiny does it now. We were talking the other day about the fact that now
COD does it.
COD does it now.
COD and their Tamagotchi.
Oh my god!
Oh, Division 2 now does it. I mean, so many games are like, hey, we can make an extra $10 million or whatever every single 3 or 4 months, and people are like, well, let's just do it. And yeah, people hate it, but at the end of the day, if you don't want it, don't buy it. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones having them do it. Because if we didn't buy it, they wouldn't do it. And that's the end of it. So.
Oh yeah, they're still selling.
Like, oh yeah, and I mean,
or they wouldn't stop.
Yeah, and so I mean, Wilmy had said, K-Bag did it for on so many people. My thing is, I mean, I could be wrong. It could be like Netflix and Amazon and Vudu and all these other streaming services. where eventually one day it'll be cross-platform. Hey, I'm going to get on my Apple TV, and Wilmy's going to say, "Hey, I'm going to get on my Stadia," and we can all play together. Who
And
knows?
actually, the Division 2 is coming to Stadia, and it will be cross-play with PC, just not consoles yet.
Damn it!
That's a good start, though.
Yeah.
It's finally a good
It's
start.
promising.
Hey,
Yeah.
Xbox did the same thing, right? Went
You know,
PC
it's
first
a
until
yeah,
Sony
it's a
played
step in the right direction. So I mean,
Yeah, it's a
That's
start.
that.
But since we're talking about cloud gaming and all that great stuff, the rumor is popping up again that in the near future with the new Xbox, that xCloud may allow players to stream PC games.
yeah.
So
Interesting.
that would be
If
great
you're-
on my behalf, but I mean,
that'd
we
be
already
great. But
have.
my only question though is, so many games come out and they require such heavy duty hardware. How exactly would they be able to do
Now,
that?
the Rainway app that you can download now, we talked about this about a month ago when it first came out on the Xbox store. I installed that on the Xbox in my living room and put that on my Origin PC. I streamed Chernobyl Lite to my Xbox and it ran great. So
The tech is definitely there to do it. You know,
Yeah,
it
the tech
sounds
is
far-fetched, but in a few years down the road, I could see it happening.
I think so too.
I don't think it's a priority for them right now, but yeah, like the shit's there to do it.
Well, think about it. I mean, now, Xbox division all the way around has already kind of put, PC is their platform as well as Xbox. So, what does it matter if they do allow this to happen? It's up to them, right? I mean, they don't care. They don't care if Steam is allowed. I mean, at that point, they're already allowing a lot of their games on Steam. So, why not? Why not have all this PC availability to a console player that can pay $500 for a console versus $1,500 to
$9,000
$1,000 for a freaking computer, where especially the Series X, you're looking at a device that can easily run anything without any problem right now. I mean, you're not going to have those issues. I think the tech is definitely there. I think that this is kind of like why xCloud has two different options of, game streaming plus the console streaming. So I think there's a lot of work that's going on behind the scenes that we're just thinking is just for us console players, and no, it's for
The one thing I think about is that they've already released the specs, everything else. I think Microsoft has a lot of guns ready to freaking be chambered and just sitting there and waiting for the right time to do it. I almost feel like the whole team at this point sees somebody back out of something or somebody do this or that, especially Sony, and they just throw a little shade real quick. You know what I mean? And that's what the Sony's always do. We always hear shade. You know what I mean? But in the end, if you're and I laugh at the whole Twitter thing where it's 13 teraflops now, the PlayStation 5, and I'm laughing at it because I'm
It was like 200.
Well, if that's the case, though, if that's really the case, why in God's name haven't you announced it yet?
See,
why haven't you? You don't have to have a price. You don't have to have a price. You don't have anything.
Like Leo
me and Cloud
was
were just
actually the one
talking
that
about
mentioned this the other day, and he had a very valid point. Sony's never
Leo
been
had a
a
point?
social company. Oh, he did a very good one.
Oh
too.
shit, we got to hear this.
I
Go ahead.
had my moments.
Yeah,
And his
No.
mirror, by the way.
like he mentioned, Sony's never been social. They don't drop teasers like fucking Microsoft has, even with specs or anything. Sure, they'll announce their games and what's coming, but yeah, I can't even think last gen. I don't think they started teasing little things about the PS4 until it was right up close to launch. I could be wrong, but just from my understanding, I don't think there was much.
Well, see, I think
It's a different approach, but
I think what a lot of it is too. I think Microsoft just showed everything at the Game Awards, and nobody normally comes out and says anything that early.
Yeah, it freaked everybody out. Honestly, it freaked everybody out that they had literally a retail unit to show off. Like, that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just here's a vague video like they did with the Scorpio, with that original X. They just kind of gave that weird video of the vapor chamber, and that was it. It's like, oh my god, it's going to be crazy, and then it just looks like this, and you're like, oh, okay. So, like, for them to come out just straight out the bat without any specs, just to say, here's our box. We're going to give you a little bit of stuff here and there. It's a different Microsoft. Whoever the chick is that I can't remember who Phil said it was, but the chick that's doing the marketing right now, kudos to her. I mean, she's pretty much, because Phil was against it. What he said, he was against doing that at the Game Awards, but she kept pressing, saying, "No, we need to be bold. We need to do this." And he's like, "Well, all right, let's try."
Smart move.
Don't forget, Shawn Layden is still being held in Area 51. He commented on my tweet yesterday and this morning.
Dude, I know. That's why I said earlier that I was a little upset that I could not figure out a way to get him out of there, but we're going to figure it out.
But the sad part of that? People took my tweet that Shawn, commented on and tried to twist it, saying this is the biggest news they heard, about the PS5.
Yeah,
those clicks.
Shawn does not even work for Sony anymore, people.
Exactly.
Clickbait.
So, I mean, that's the point. But he actually messaged me this afternoon, and I will go into detail on that later in the week.
What? Okay. All right. Well, all right.
Okay.
Boom, boom, kaboom. I mean, shit. I got
has
use
to
a little bit of
do-
nuke stuff in here, man. Damn.
It has to
They're
do
going
with the
for lunch.
fact that I sent him nudes.
Well, hey.
Could be.
Hey, if it works, it
That's
works.
the case. If it works, hey.
I agree,
If it works,
Viking.
if it works, it works.
Yeah, I just had a really busy last couple of days, and when he sent the message over this afternoon about 3:30, 4 o'clock, it kind of took me by surprise, and I read through it, and I'm like, oh shit. Okay, that's Shawn. But anyway, yeah, I got to discuss it with you guys in private first. So
I like to call him
Thank
Sean.
you, Dreadpool, about letting me know that was her name's Cindy Walker. Yeah, I'm sorry, but she's killing it. Like,
Yeah.
she is making Microsoft just look good. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, yeah, the rest of their teams
Why would you
and
hate to
stuff
say
they're
it?
doing well.
I was
It
going
really has
to
something to do with the hate on women.
Well, no, I mean, the thing is,
Women
like,
hater. Woman hater.
so many people just want to talk trash about whatever company, whether it's Sony not saying crap or if it's Microsoft saying crap. You got whatever. She's not doing anything, and it's all Phil. I'm like, no, he straight up said he was against it. He didn't want to do any of this.
Well, it's
And
way
I'm
more
glad
than one
that
person.
somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that somebody is trying to push the limits to with a company that has always been kind of like, we're gonna sit back and at least this past gen, we're gonna sit back and we're gonna be friendly and all this. And like, no, just come out and say your stuff and do it.
Yeah,
So-
get them out of their comfort bubble.
Oh,
Absolutely.
and
It's
my
gonna pay
brother
off.
Sorry.
Brap, who is a member of the PC Master Race, $2 super chat says, "Do I make you horny?" Yeah, baby.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Get
man.
my belly.
Touching myself.
But
yeah.
we did get sidetracked on that there just for a brief moment because
Yeah, my
the
bad.
other part of oh no, you're good, dude. People have listened to us before. They get it.
Sidetrack never.
Nah, we see,
Squirrel.
some shows are
It's all going
completely
according to plan.
structured. We live our baseline is off the rail. That's where we're comfortable. So, but not what they're we're saying on this with the Steam games and everything, that this console may have like a Windows 10 built into it. I don't know if I
For
buy into that.
PlayStation?
No, for
That's
the
interesting.
Xbox.
No, I was joking.
Yeah, I don't think I buy into this too much. I don't think they would actually have it. I don't think there'll be a Windows 10 inside this console.
It would be stupid because
It's
that point,
actually a Linux-based system with Word running. So I mean, we could get your
Guess what,
information
guys?
right.
You just bought
Well-
a computer.
Yeah.
think about it.
I've
If
got
they
a few of
really
those
did-
already.
If they really did
Yeah,
that, the
I don't
integrity of online gaming through Xbox Live would end up being pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think they would do
not gonna
something like that. Honestly,
I don't
think it would
think
be
so either.
maybe cloud based. I could see it, but
Me?
not on the console having Windows 10. I
Maybe
just
they'll
don't-
have like a special app for
One
it.
thing I will tell you is that Bill
I don't
Gates'
think-
dream is to have a PC in every person's home.
I mean,
And-
doesn't he already do that with the fucking iPhone?
How?
Wait,
Apple?
Bill Gates.
That's the wrong person.
Bill Gates
No,
is no longer
No,
part
no,
of
it's my
Microsoft.
conspiracy.
Oh.
It's all back
Nice.
to
Bill
Microsoft.
Gates hasn't been in
Fail.
Microsoft forever.
Yeah, he's just a chairman. He just sits back and
Oh,
gains
and
money.
Steve Jobs hasn't been at Apple in a while either, has he?
That
think
whole
he's-
death thing,
he's kinda, yeah, kind of.
He is
I don't
the
know.
original coronavirus.
You know, he's living on a private island somewhere in the Bahamas.
Oh, yeah, he's with Tupac.
Him and
Leo,
Elvis.
if you
And
could point the
Biggie.
Bahamas out, I would be impressed.
So we're
No,
all
he's
on
with
the
Shawn
same.
Layden at Area 51. Son of a.
Well, we're not freeing him. We're just going after
They're all
Sean.
locked up in Area 51.
Yeah, we're
We'll
just
get
going
Sean
after
out.
Sean. I'm not worried about Steve
Absolutely.
Jobs.
Absolutely.
So,
But he's got jobs.
yeah, that's good for him. He just doesn't have a liver anymore. Anyway,
That was pancreas.
was it pancreas? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was pancreatic cancer.
Doesn't even matter at
Why
this
is
point.
Why are we laughing about it though right now?
I don't know.
Because I said it
assholes.
last
What the
week.
hell?
We are a panel of sick fucking people, but we're good with that.
Oh,
So,
this is good times.
and people have started to expect that from us. So,
Yeah, 45 people watching
It
us.
makes it
yeah.
easier if they just expect it, that's for sure.
exactly.
I mean,
if
let's
they
be
know you're
honest.
psychotic, then nothing surprises them anymore.
My
Exactly.
therapist said if you live in the open, you're less likely to get caught. Hence Ted Bundy.
Oh my
He got
god.
caught though,
That's a
didn't
bad reference.
But yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, he
Wait,
did get
shouldn't
caught
you-
eventually,
shouldn't
but
you
that
say
was
he got
after,
caught
like,
before?
you know, he got
I think
caught.
the Ripper's actually probably the best.
Yeah, but Jack the Ripper was
No, the
female.
best one is the one you haven't heard of.
because he didn't.
Well,
Oh,
there you
good
go.
point.
Wow, yeah, you gotta have a
All
point.
right, and then further, in
Damn it.
further speculation of the new Xbox Series X,
Yeah.
they're calling
And
for
later.
a new interpolation feature that will convert.
Intergalactic. No.
I had
Planetary.
I was hearing that same shit in my head, dude. That's kind of creepy. I was hearing the Beastie Boys at the same time you said that.
I couldn't keep it in. I heard it, and I'm like,
I did too.
I have to say it.
But the new Xbox console is supposed to automatically improve all set 30 FPS games to 60.
Okay.
I just don't see it happening.
The only thing is what is that feature called that they kept bringing up? I can't remember it.
Is
Masturbate.
this from Forbes?
No, it is not from Ford.
No, it's not from Forbes, though.
Like, how
I don't.
much can you really enhance a game that old?
Well, I mean,
Well,
with a
I don't
microscope and with a microscope and a magnifying glass on top of each other, I am 4 inches.
Oh, he beat me to it.
oh shit.
Oh.
But wouldn't that actually make the whatever you're measuring with actually be smaller because then you're actually zooming in on the centimeters?
No, because what you do is no. You see, you use the magnifying glass through the microscope, and then you measure on the screen, jackass. Good God. People with small penises just don't understand. Okay.
I
No,
definitely
they don't.
Yeah.
No, I mean, to me, okay, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. That's great and everything,
That's a
but at the same time,
Need that 240 frames per second.
well, no, we have games like Destiny 2. It's capped at 30 frames per second.
Because
It's
it's Sony's
not-
lame ass.
Yeah, it's not because the X can't handle 60 frames per second. It's because
Sony's lame.
Bungie capped it at 30 frames per second.
Because
So
Bungie
go-
blows goats.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so go
Suck
ahead
on pony dick.
and increase it to 60 frames per second.
Bomber must be happy then.
But at the end of the day, if it was programmed at that, can they really go any higher? Or are they talking about games that were, hey, these ones could only play in 30 frames per second? And they're also talking about games on like the S or whatever, where they were capped because of hardware, and now it's like, hey, these will go up even higher. To me, it's like one of those things. They threw numbers out there. it sounds great. It'll probably work on some things, but without them actually saying, "Hey, this is what it's going to do on this stuff," it's almost like throwing dust in the wind, and some people are going to react, and some people are going to be like, "Nope, that's still shit."
Hey, also, Microsoft hasn't said anything of that ever in any interview of anything. So it's just
Actually, this came from an
What?
Xbox site.
Yeah,
site.
that-
Yes,
that-
an Xbox site that's not Microsoft. It's like a fan site. I tried looking it up. It has nothing to do with like there's not even anything that says like Phil Spencer said this or Matt Booty said it or even
Matt
the,
Booty.
the Jason guy that
The Jason guy.
I can't.
Jason
Well, I
guy?
think his name's Jason.
Voorhees.
The dude that
I know him.
the one that last week that I screwed up because I kept saying Major Nelson, the white glove guy.
Michael Jackson.
That needs to
Who did that?
retire. Oh, did I? Damn it, my mic was on.
Ooh.
You know, you should learn from not bashing companies. Did you not learn from Google killing our killing the podcast?
Hey, and I gotta give Google credit, man, since I bought those 2 Stadia setups.
I know
mean,
they've been kind of keeping you good.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
everything runs
You
great.
did not buy 2. You bought 320. Let's be honest.
No, Dreadpool and Moosh bought 1 each. So
And
exactly.
And then
And then
Wilmy went on search for friends around your area. None.
Hold on. Wait, is that kind of like that app that you get like the hot girls are looking for you? Like you
Grindr?
just have to look for 'em?
I wouldn't
I
know,
think
to
it
be
probably
Yeah,
uses
honest.
yeah.
Stadia on my
That's
TV
called your
now.
cell phone, and the one that pops up is your sister. So yeah, it's not.
Well, hey, at least they're looking for 'em.
Because can't you use Stadia on smart TVs?
No,
Yes, you can.
Only if
really it had
plug in something to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just plug it in.
It's got to have a dongle.
Yeah, it has a dongle.
It comes with a
inside of
dongle. If you buy the dongle with the controller, you can plug it in anything.
Oh,
If
okay.
you-
Like a Chromecast, right?
Yeah,
That'll work?
it's like a Chromecast.
yeah,
just
that's,
take
that's
it.
what
So-
it is.
Okay, it's like
Okay,
sex.
how much
Take
is this thing?
slot
How much
A.
is it?
Put it into slot B and start playing. Happy days.
Well, how much is the just one setup of Stadia?
I think it's like 180,
120.
189 or something.
Was it
So
189?
for the same price,
Well, no, that's if you order the extra controller.
Yeah, that was like 120 just without it.
Yeah,
Like
it
one,
is.
and then it was like 139 with shipping and everything. I thought it was out the door.
and you
Okay.
Well, I mean, we'll need divide
Only get
32
20
and we'll
games?
figure it out.
I mean, okay, yeah, it's bad. I'm sorry.
I just
But-
I just
I
think
mean,
the fact that
here-
it only
here's my
has 28
thing.
games when they were like, here's a list of all the games that are coming out on it, and
Well,
that
yeah,
was a
there
lot.
was a list of all the games coming out on it. They just didn't say when they were
When.
coming out.
See, that's the catch. They didn't
Yeah.
say exactly what year that was going to happen.
These
Very
games will be
time
out
release
in the next
exclusives.
1,000 years.
We will get Red Dead
It sounds
Redemption
like a-
2 in
It sounds like a
2020.
drug. It sounds like a drug I'm supposed to take. Like, it's time to
I
leave.
thought Red Dead was on there already.
No, I don't think it's on there.
No.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. No, they've had a rough start. They really could have executed the launch a lot fucking better, as I'm sure.
Well,
most
if they were
people
really
use
behind
it.
Well,
it,
see,
they
no,
would've
no, no,
did
no, no.
way
That-
before
that's
launch.
that's the thing. If you go online, they technically are in some sort of like a beta phase, founder phase, where it's not fully launched.
Whatever. Bullshit. No.
And it's like-
I don't
Damage
believe that
control.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
all
it's
it
like
is.
you can
that's-
call it whatever you want.
That's as much damage control as you possibly could get.
Oh,
It's
and-
like you can call it whatever you want. You launched in. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's also one of those things. They could have said, "Hey, these are the games we can promise. These are the games that we've talked to. We can't get them for a year or whatever. Okay, sweet. Let's just put down that you can play them on them. We just don't want to say when. Let's see when we go buy the founders pack. Let's see when we go buy after that, and we can go from there and build off the basis. So, like I said earlier, at the end of the day, Google has seen what Xbox has done in the cloud. Amazon's getting involved. Apple's building their own gaming thing. It's only the market's there. It's just a matter of getting your basis up, the games and everything else up. The only thing that Xbox has over every single system is they already have the games.
And
Which is why they're the
services
best.
for
and
the
their servers they've been working on this for a very, very long time.
I got to play in the OR today for 5 minutes before they shut my other Wi-Fi off on me.
I am so glad I don't live in Texas. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
They roll me in there on a gurney and I see Fork. I'm like, no! Let me die!
No, I was in the hallway saying "Die, motherfucker" on Halo, and yeah.
And
That'll
Avish,
happen.
it is actually supposed to be 10.2 teraflops, if I'm not mistaken. And Distracted,
Many
I do
flops.
agree. I'm excited Stadia got a new studio. So that means in the next 4 to 5 years, I should have another game to play on it. Besides
Yeah.
Guilt.
Guilt.
Yeah, they should have had that shit ready before launch.
Why
Or
does
their
that sound
beta.
like that game is just like that's what you feel when you buy the Stadia? So you just feel guilt. You're just like,
I wonder
ugh.
if they're working on.
Well,
God
like
of
I told
Peace.
Mooch that I was buying it. He told me to give him my name, and I haven't given it to him yet. And I'm waiting for him to say, "So what's your name?" And then I have to tell him I backed out again.
Well, the funny part, Dreadpool and I were trying to add each other over the weekend. And
didn't
I
work.
couldn't
Yeah, I
even
watched
find
that
him.
back and forth.
And-
Yeah.
We couldn't
Watching
even...
that back and forth in chat, I'm sorry. I refrained from saying anything, but I'm like, I'm just gonna get popcorn and watch this play out.
Yeah, on my Xbox or, my PlayStation on Steam, it takes a couple of seconds, but
Stadia makes you work.
Oh, they make you
on
work for that
Stadia,
friend,
you
man.
have to put down what city and zip code because there's so many people on it that are not on it that they have to not search those cities, and it just confuses it.
So are you trying to say they're running their setup like a Florida election?
Probably.
Yep.
Okay. Enough talk about Stadia.
Is that Dreadpool 1-1 or Dreadpool 0-0?
I think we filled our Stadia quota.
Yeah, we really got our
Podcast about to go down.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, everybody.
Podcast will end in 10, 9.
9, 8.
We don't ever get a countdown.
No, it don't give it a countdown. Y'all talking- Dude, it's just straight
No,
up.
that's the
No
final
longer
countdown.
online.
But
But I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm happy because at the end of the day, no matter how crap Stadia is, it's forcing other companies to do it because they're such a big company. Other companies have to do it, so they're not behind. So to me, I'm excited.
It's like a struggle medal.
Ultimately, it's going to be for the best.
Yeah, they're forcing other
Because
companies'
Xbox
hands,
wins and
Amazon,
sucks.
and all these other companies where we'll see.
well, I do have to admit it is cool. I can just click on. I just push on the controller. Stadia pops on. If there's a game on there I want, there's no load time. There's no downloading. You don't have to have a store. You don't have to have a hard drive. It's just
You just gotta
automatic.
wait for it to be released in 3 years, but you can buy it now.
No, I mean anything that's on there. Anything that's on there, I mean, you just click on it and boom. If you've got the internet for it, it's automatic. There's no load screen or anything. You just go straight into that game.
It's a countdown for years. You can play this game in 9 days and 4 hours. Fuck.
Yeah, 6-year early.
But I mean,
access.
the people that don't want to buy. I mean, the people that don't want to buy a console or hard drive.
Honestly, it's
Oh,
it's a great thing. It's $130 for whatever it is, and then Wilmy said if you buy an extra controller, it's like $190. It's half the price of an Xbox. It's supposedly boosting the same graphics as the Xbox One X. So at the end of the day,
Well, the jury's still out.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be more. It's supposed to be 10.
oh yeah, it's 10 teraflops, where the X is I think 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey,
But they still don't
step in the
have
right
4K.
direction. It's great. It's going to force Amazon to get in the market, which they're already doing because they have New World coming out that they keep showing screenshots for and everything. So I mean, it's great. It's a step in the right direction. I like it.
And I do give them props on that controller. That is the only controller, and anybody that saw pictures I post, I have about 300 controllers.
Well, isn't it an Xbox controller basically?
It vibrates.
Yeah,
It looks like an
they
Xbox, but this
replicated the
controller
Masters.
is actually Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. It connects
Like,
to
all
your
I-
internet.
All I need to know is how strong is the vibration.
I'm not
strong
even going to
enough.
answer that, Fork.
No,
I'm really not.
Okay, well,
I told you it's
No.
not strong enough at all.
oh, damn it.
And see, Ghost already told you.
No, it's a good concept. It's a great
I can
option.
play
Nobody's forced to
Play at the
fucking
same
pick it up.
time. And what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I do wonder if Nintendo's going to do anything with the cloud stuff.
Absolutely not. They're
I
just
I
gonna
don't
chill
think
with.
so.
They're gonna chill with Microsoft.
I'm
They're
gonna
gonna be like, "Whatever y'all do."
get some
servers.
hate for this one, but Nintendo does their thing. They've been doing the same shit for 35 years now.
Hey, it's
I mean,
worth
Yeah,
it.
It's
Yeah,
worked
they
I
for
haven't
what the
changed
Wii U.
anything, man.
Yeah, I mean,
The Wii
I mean-
U was their stumble. I mean,
Yeah.
If it ain't
I
broke,
mean-
don't fix it.
Mind you, we have not heard a single thing since Xbox said, "Hey, Xbox Live's coming to Nintendo," and that was the end of it. What if that was the staple
I still
for
think that's hilarious.
Nintendo? Yeah, I mean, what if that's the, hey, we're going to open the door, we're going to get some stuff laid out, we can work with Nintendo so you can play Nintendo games on there. Not saying it's going to happen,
Hey, Hey,
But
that's not far fetched because think about it. They're not gonna probably make another console. They're probably gonna make a handheld again, of course, because the Switch Lite kind
The
of.
Switch is a console, you damn pony.
The regular Switch is, but they're gonna phase that thing out, and then you're just gonna have a Switch Lite, and that's it.
see, Dizzy gets it. I want to feel something when I play.
Oh.
Oh, I think you just meant you want
Yeah,
to.
But the bad
Is he
part,
talking
Dizzy,
about
when he
the
puts his
vibration?
hand down his pants, he still wants to feel something because he's not grabbing anything yet.
No, see,
Boom.
2 birds, 1 stone. I can play and play at the same time. This is where I'm going. See, you got to understand.
Did you say
2
play
for
and
1
play?
deal. I got you.
Yeah,
And-
so when you hear a long mute from me, just realize you don't want me to talk to you because.
And Born Distracted, Dread is in Japan. That is where wife number 4 lives. If you
That was
remember,
5.
Dread has
I think
at
it's
least
around-
How
8
many
or
wives
9
does this guy
wives.
have? Good grief.
He's got a lot.
I mean,
We need
he's
a list.
He's farming. He's got like 9 wives.
I mean, wives are expensive.
They are.
Yeah, I can barely afford the one I got.
Max Cat,
That's
and
not
Let
Bond.
alone
alone
in it.
like 6 fucking child support payments.
Well, that's because
Say
you didn't
what?
keep your dick in your pants. I mean, don't do that.
Well,
You should just bought a Vita, dude.
nah.
Okay, hold on.
No, that would really get.
This was not a topic whatsoever, but I'm sure a lot of people saw it on Twitter. When that girl posted, I bought a used Vita,
Oh, God.
and under the
I
search
posted that in
function,
chat.
there is nothing but. I almost wanted to find the article and post it and be like, "You're welcome," and it's just like,
Oh, speaking
and I wanted to ask, are the buttons sticky?
Speaking of I just saw Butcher put it in chat, the PSP. Now, I owned a PSP. I love that little thing. The
I
funny
remember
part,
that thing, yeah.
do you know
It was
they,
cool on
they are
deployments.
still selling a PSP? But the irony of that is they're selling it with Rock Band. And
Oh, I know.
you
What?
look, and yeah, now look it up on Google if none of you believe me.
Oh, dude. The
How
PSP
do
and the Vita, they have a huge following still. Like,
Well,
massive
this is just the
following. It's
PSP.
crazy.
And this
How do
is
you
the only
play Rock
game.
Band on the Vita?
I don't know, but this is the only game that comes with this little
With a
thing.
little guitar.
And it is $550.
Bang your
What?
nuts on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, they're still.
I was looking at something on Amazon. I was looking up for a collector's edition or something.
You were just
And
looking
it
up
popped
N95 masks.
No, I've got. Dude, you know what I do for a living. I've got
Yeah, I
plenty
know
of
what you
shit
do
like
for a
that.
living.
But no, they are still selling a PSP. It says it's new in the box, and it's the Rock Band version. It's piano black, and it is $550.
No, when they say new in the
Anybody that
box.
says that's new in the box is such a liar.
Hold on. When they say
yeah.
new in the box, is it like new in the box and it's been in the warehouse for 9 years, so there's like a layer of dust on top?
And
Probably.
the battery inside of it already exploded.
There's bed
Yeah,
bugs
that was
crawling
the
around
battery.
on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. New in the box, only been used 9
They're
times.
prone to that, aren't
You
they?
can get like every color on the PS Vita now because they sell them like crazy in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, the PS Vita I thought was a
Hence
like
why
a cool idea, but I
I'm
just
like a
never
rebel.
saw kind of where they're going with it. It was kind of
That's
like,
because
okay,
you're
great.
always watching porn on it.
Right?
Okay, first of all, that's not a big enough screen, and it made my penis look very large.
That's why you continued to watch porn on it. And thank you, Cyber, with the $5 super chat.
yeah.
I struggle, but I want to help a family in need. We all need to live sometimes. Yes, sir.
Oh, Dreadpool said you play
Okay.
the strings on the screen, so it's like kind of like I
A
guess it
mobile
is
game?
the guitar. Yeah, I mean, I that's cool. Just, I mean, yeah. Do you get to play with other bandmates? Like you get together and have your own orgy, and then right
Did you say
after,
bandmate?
Isn't that what they're called?
yeah, aren't bandmates
Yes.
people you play? I mean, I'm not in a fucking. Who's in a band? Who's in a band? Are they called bandmates, band friends? I mean,
Oh,
I'm
my God.
Just members of the
band
band
buddies.
is what I was thinking. Band buddies. I mean,
No, see, members of the band are like when you're in high school and you're part of the high school band. You're like,
Right,
hey, I'm part of
I
the
was.
band, and I haven't been played in 9
And that
years.
was before they stuffed you in the locker. Right.
That's when
Actually-
Bomber played the
actually,
clarinet.
no, I actually
It was a
stuffed
long
other
time
people.
ago.
that was.
Yeah, sure, you stuffed other people in the locker. You're like,
I
hey,
did.
guys, look, my clarinet fits in my ass.
I actually played the French horn, so no.
Oh, that.
Orc used to play the skin flute.
That's right.
I know.
Yes, I did. I still play it today.
I played the
if Ford
trumpet.
couldn't beat it, he would blow it.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, okay?
Uh-huh.
Get
But
you very
anyway.
far in life.
Moving forward,
Yeah.
the post that I still don't
Deadpool
understand.
said bandmates. It's bandmates. Yes.
All right, we're thrilled.
He's so happy now.
Yeah. Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm good. We can move
You
on.
sure you're over the whole band thing?
No, bangmates are
Okay.
the groupies.
This one time at band camp.
We don't talk about band camp. That was a bad day.
That actually was fun.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it was.
Anyway, I'm not really sure why, but this post didn't get as much hate as I actually thought it would get. Death Stranding is coming to PC June the 2nd, which, if you guys paid attention a few weeks ago, I posted a picture of this because I was on Steam and saw it in the Steam store.
Okay, so wait a second. What I found interesting about this was, what was it? Damn it. It was the other game that went to PC, and people were talking about destroying their PlayStations, and oh my god, it's over.
Horizon.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
Horizon Zero
It
Dawn
hasn't-
going
It
to.
hasn't come yet.
Yeah, it hasn't, but they said they were going to, and everywhere on Twitter, people were talking about destroying their PlayStation. So when I
And
saw
it-
this, I thought Wilmy was. I'm like, well, this is
Well-
about to get really interesting.
I'm
Maybe
still
it's
trying to
there.
figure out why they did a cross thing with Half-Life.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what
Because
the hell?
it's going to their store as well.
Yeah, but why are you going to bring Half-Life down?
Why not? Why not? They put everything else in the game. I mean,
It's
you got Horizon stuff in there. You
Look,
got
it's
Half-Life's
like,
the
it's
new
no
Skyrim.
different than Smash Brothers adding fucking Cuphead, right? Like,
Yeah,
game come
Cuphead.
to the console. You see it lots. It happens.
But yeah, I agree with
Not
Butcher
it.
too. The game does look great on PC, but I've already been there, done that on the PS Pro. So
So
I
you
never
already
played
pre-ordered it?
I want
No.
to.
But it's
though.
gonna have
It's
50
awesome.
frames though.
I don't care how many frames it's got.
It's gonna have 500 frames.
I don't care.
Look, at the end of the day, all you're going to see is a baby
But
jiggle
you're
in your
flopped.
backpack while you run around and fall down a mountain. So
But what about your flops though?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my PC's got
Let's
plenty
not
of
even get
flops.
to the flops.
It's not even an issue.
I mean, are we talking
This is
about
a flop-free zone.
are we talking about flapping or flopping?
Oh, well, you're both.
Fapping.
You know?
Fapping?
Fapping.
Fapping.
Fat flop.
Flap.
But yeah, I was really shocked. It didn't get as much hate as
Yeah.
I thought it would when they posted this. I was like, wow.
Well, they also were
I think
talking
it's
about
because
it
it's
when they
been-
first released the game,
Yeah.
too. Hell,
yeah,
before
it-
they released it on
yeah,
PlayStation.
it was well known that Kojima was
Yeah,
going to bring this to PC.
But what if it's also due to the fact that, when it released, it got a lot of heat for the fact that it didn't score as high as what people said it was going to. It didn't do a lot of things, so people were like, well, I guess it's not
Well-
as good of a game.
Also, Horizon's made by a Sony developer, too. Kojima Productions is not a Sony developer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on Sony's nuts.
Yeah, to get his game made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they gave him a big freaking check, so yeah, I'd be over there too. Like, hey, I'm over here.
Fuck
You
yeah.
think they were pissed off afterwards?
Is that all it takes?
Oh, they probably were.
Yeah, I think they
What,
might have been a little
to give me a whole bunch of money. Yeah.
Can you imagine how much money they paid for him to have his game on their...
Yeah, that's the bad part.
And that's not including sharing their engine and everything else.
And
I mean,
Butcher,
They
I agree.
made the engine better, but...
And I agree with
Yeah.
Butcher Van. Teraflops won't matter in the future when everything is cloud based, and that is very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
And I don't think
JMO
we're too far away from that either.
JMO
Oh,
put
man,
down that
man.
after the Game
PCs will be
Awards,
around.
after the Game Awards, Death Stranding was really never heard from again, and that's pretty accurate. I mean, once the
Oh,
Game
yeah,
Awards
that-
happened, Death Standing.
Stand
Nope.
It's,
I-
It
it's
doesn't
Death
matter. Nobody cared
Standing.
about the game anyway.
Okay, Death Stranding, Dead Baby. Nobody talked about it.
hey.
Are you a
Yeah,
farmer?
like you got a thing for fetuses or what?
Maybe.
He's a
Okay.
farmer.
See,
He
okay.
uses that. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, I don't know. Death Stranding just didn't seem to have as much push as a lot of other games. Where it's like, oh my god, it's a game you have to play. People, I mean, I watched Wilmy stream it, and it seemed kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm like, so you're just building roads.
Well, you're delivering packages and you're throwing bombs of shit at weird creatures that pop out.
MP.
And peeing on
And-
them.
yeah,
And a lot of dodging.
Yeah, that too. And you got to be careful how you dodge because you'll just topple over.
Did you ever run into that whale one? Holy crap.
I don't
Look,
even remember.
All I gotta say is, I think Amazon should have made it because that had been perfect. They were a delivery system and a game. Here you go, bitches.
Maybe that
Well-
game was. No, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. But speaking of PC games, who in the chat is on Steam? Who is a PC gamer?
I want to be.
Motherfucker, you're on WoW right now.
That's all I can play because my PC sucks. On
Yeah,
the
'cause
lowest setting.
I'll tell you this: if you get a new gaming PC and all you play on that thing is WoW, I am going to give you shit until the day I am dead.
No, I wouldn't.
What do you
I would actually
classify
play
as
a
a
lot of things out of
Gaming
Game
PC.
Pass, actually.
Because when I downloaded World of Warcraft to try to play it with you guys, and I was looking at those graphics, I'm like, this is a waste.
So, Wilmy, what do you classify as a gaming PC?
Oh well, mine's not a gaming PC because mine wouldn't even run WoW. So
Like, what specifications do you have to have for it to be called gaming?
it plays a game.
No,
It's a game.
talking like 16 gigabytes or a
I don't mean
1080 or a
anything off the
2080.
shelf at Walmart that says, HP on it.
Don't go after those Walmart ones.
So,
What's wrong with Walmart? Jesus.
I have an i7 16 gig 2080.
Wait, what?
I don't know. You trailed off. There was a 7 in there. What?
Now,
Why'd you go quiet?
my next question for the PC gamers that are responding: how many of you guys actually have a VR set? And there's a reason I'm asking.
Because we gotta touch ourselves?
I would not wish that on anybody to put you in their VR.
Okay, first of all, that'd be the greatest VR in the world. It'd be
The
like,
game would be called In a Closet with Fork.
damn right, it would sell like crazy, but like, it's a horror game. Run.
It would be. And the reason I'm asking, folks, I did say at the first of the week I was going to give away a couple of Steam codes for Half-Life Alyx.
Oh.
So, if anybody in the chat has a Steam account and has a VR, let me know.
I don't think anyone has the VR.
If that's the case, that's going to suck.
Will that work on the Switch cardboard VR?
I don't. After watching the videos, I'm going to say probably not.
Labo VR with
Oh, in that case, I have the Samsung one that's like $25.
I was literally going to say the same thing. Can I do it with the Samsung? I mean,
Hey, Sig Larson. No, they have not upgraded Oregon Trail, but I do think that in order to
I
actually
am surprised they
post
never
on
made a
Twitter,
remake of that game.
I think you should have at least made it past the Mississippi River. If you can't make it past that, you shouldn't be able to post on Twitter.
Don't listen to Fort. They did upgrade Oregon Trail. You no longer die of dysentery. It's now the corona.
You don't even make it out of. You did not even make it out of Fort Leavenworth, but that's a prison. Doesn't matter. You died.
Damn, that's terrible. Hilarious. That is terrible. But in other terrible news,
terrible news.
I know this is actually pretty bad if you're a Capcom fan, because we all know that Resident Evil 3 is coming out really soon, and there were rumors floating around that maybe they may make a new Code Veronica or a new Dino Crisis.
I saw that.
And
Is the bad
well.
news?
that has been shot down. So there is not one anywhere, never has been, never will be.
Part of me feels sad, and another part of me is like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you
I'm
on that one.
partially excited for the Resident Evil 3 remake. I really wish they would just focus on a new game. Like, remakes are okay,
Well,
but fuck, let's not get crazy.
They
Did it on GameCube too, remaking all the Resident Evils.
Listen. Capcom was in a bad position, and they made RE2
Some choices.
Made a ton of money. I don't blame them for.
But wasn't Monster Hunter the one that made the most?
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
as
That
a new
brought 'em
IP,
back.
I say new IP. I guess new age IP for
And I
Monster
think
Hunter.
Devil May Cry 5 did really well too.
Yeah,
It did all right. It didn't do like gangbusters like they were hoping.
You
I
keep
think
using
that's
the word
where-
gangbusters, but I don't
I'm
think
not sure you need. Yeah, I don't think he knows what that means.
It's
that does not mean a gangbang.
It's a game. Yeah.
Yeah,
anyway.
Resident Evil 2 definitely.
You're the
helped
only one
most
that thought
last
of
year.
that. Fork boy.
And you know the bad part? I still have to finish that one.
The gangbang?
What the
No. Resident Evil 2.
Oh, he's thinking about his
the
game.
I've never played Resident Evil 2 actually.
Marlboro
What
Man.
kind of porn you watch, bro?
Look.
Gangbangs.
Well, it's a lot of bukkake. But
Hey, you watch what you want. I'll watch what I want. And at the end
There
of the
were
day,
dicks
it
everywhere.
doesn't matter. Why is it got to be a gangbang with dicks? Why can't it be one guy and a bunch of chicks? That's still a gangbang.
because it's never one guy.
Because you're fourth. That's not how things work for you, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit.
No,
that hurt.
Okay.
It's in my contract.
You have a contract. Who's
I
this
made it
with?
myself.
Ah,
It was kind of to feel better about life.
Yeah.
Did you get notarized?
Yeah, and I forged Wilmie's name, so it felt like he was forcing me to do it, so I felt better about the situation.
okay.
What
But
the
in,
fuck?
But Wilmy Hood too.
in better news that really excites me and Ghost, Doom Eternal director says he is stunned by the Nintendo Switch version, which I don't give a damn about playing on the Nintendo Switch.
Right.
But if it's looking good on the Switch, can you imagine what it's going to look like on the 20th?
I mean, hold on. If you're going to play a game that's coming out, that's a AAA game, why are you going to play it on the lowest piece of shit? Why not play it on the Pro or the X?
Hey.
What do you mean the Pro Max? If you're going that route, it'd be PC.
Well, true.
It's not a
but-
piece of shit.
Okay, cardboard VR. Anyways,
480p, baby.
At least they have
The
VR
VR
like
speed is
Xbox.
shit.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
At least they do have VR. That's-
hey, Dolphin Raper, shut up.
I actually didn't realize it was coming to Switch.
I
I
didn't
don't
know
think
either.
it's coming out on the 20th though. I think only Doom 64 comes to the Switch on the
Yeah, I'm
20th, and
really-
then it doesn't come out until like April. I think something like that.
It's exclusivity away from, the Switch. They're like, we can release on everything, but that cardboard VR shit, that ain't gonna work.
Oh, that thing's horrible.
Yeah, I
I've
don't see how
never used
anybody
one,
would use
but-
that. Yeah.
I mean, don't sweat a lot. It'll break and melt your hands.
That's so sad. That's so sad. And the bad part, people bought them.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the really sad part of the whole
Cloud
thing.
has one. I mean,
He's got
don't.
5.
I swear.
Cloud,
I
you
made
really
my
do
own
have
out
one
of a
of those?
cereal box.
see, I told you.
Yeah, he made one of his own. He's like, I could pay for that, or let me get that Lucky Charms box, motherfucker. I'm gonna make it right now.
That's
Or
right.
you could have gotten like a Pringles can, right?
2 Pringles
never-
cans.
I never thought of that. Might have
Just wash it out
to look
first.
something up
Otherwise, when you look up and the salt falls down to your eyes, that shit hurts.
I try not to mention the word salt on this podcast anymore.
No, I'm serious. Like the salt from the Pringles, it hurts.
Yeah, I know.
No, I know.
So, but anyway, like I said, man, they I just lost track of everything on that one. I'm so excited about Doom. I can't help
Capcom?
myself.
Capcom.
No, he was talking about Doom.
Sucks.
I
We're
know,
not
man. I
Capcom.
talk about Doom. I get
Capcom led
excited.
into the gangbang, which led into Doom.
I get
All bunch of
excited
sex.
about Doom.
Underst-
I'm sorry.
Understand where we are at.
I'll eventually play it when it comes to Game Pass again.
No, I mean
16
I'm
more days
excited for
left.
it. It'll be exciting. The one thing that I still have a question as far as Doom goes is co-op, multiplayer, things like that. We play with friends.
No co-op. There is multiplayer.
Yeah, it never have co-op.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I wanna
It's a
play
single
Ghost.
player experience. Sort of
That's
like your bedroom
about it,
light fork.
Uh,
I mean, first of all, I'm never in my bedroom at night, so I like to pick other people's bedrooms and say hi in the morning.
Froggy just wrote in the chat the Doom version for Switch is a totally different port. So
Oh,
Oh, well.
probably
Made by a
different company.
separate
too.
company.
Yep.
It's spelled
Well, if
with
it's the
3
same people that
O's.
did the Wolfenstein and stuff, it'll probably be really good because they did a really good
That's
job
true.
with
Apparently
that.
that was really good. Yeah. What's
Does
up
he
with all these
sometimes-
ports going to Switch? Is end up being better than what's on Xbox?
Because a different company made it.
Because Xbox has no games, so they don't know what they're doing.
And also, it comes down to, well, it's on the
Well,
Switch, so my expectations went from a 10 to a 5.
But I also
And
thought
now-
the Xbox, the Xbox One was in beta phase until 2017, right? Ain't that how that worked?
right.
I'm gonna go with yes.
But speaking of our good friend Kojima and his masterpiece, Death Stranding, Kojima will receive the BAFTA Fellowship.
What did you just say?
The Lord of the Rings Fellowship, or
All I heard was
It's a game award.
you have my axe.
The BAFTA
He
games of
needs to take a
2020.
copy of his game to the top of a volcano and throw it in.
And then people may buy it more. But the irony of this is, there's actually some good games on this list. The nominees for the best game of 2020 are Control,
I want to play that.
Disco
Same here.
Elysium, Luigi's Mansion 3, The Outer
Oh, wow.
Wilds, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and the Untitled Goose Game. I played the Untitled Goose Game.
Why is that?
It was fun for what it was. The game was like 45 minutes long. I mean, are we at
Yeah,
that
it was
point?
short.
Are we at that point when this is the type of game that wins awards?
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. Like, why?
my
why-
wife would play it. That's 42 minutes longer than our honeymoon.
It's like the goat game or whatever. Like, why?
Goat Simulator.
Yeah, like, how is that? I don't know. Like, why are these winning awards?
They made a lot of those goat simulators. Holy crap!
Dude,
Oh,
go
there's
onto
a ton
Steam
of
and type in Goat Simulator.
Oh yeah, there's a llama one now too. By the way, in case y'all didn't know.
It's a bunch of
Jesus.
goat fuckers.
Okay, first of all, it's a great time. I mean, that's
No,
disgusting.
it's not. I've seen several people do it. It's disgusting.
Oh,
You can make a. You
I
can
know
actually-
exactly what Ghost is talking about. That's why I'm being very quiet.
Anybody that's been in the
Unfortunately,
service and had to go over there, fucking
I've
saw
heard
more shit. than I ever needed to,
Anybody
man.
that has ever been in Iraq, or as
I-
we used to call it, the pit, you know exactly where he's
My-
coming from.
like in Mortal Kombat.
It's worse.
Oh, you're
Way
way
worse.
worse.
Are you my friend or my
old school?
friend?
It does not matter when they have their penis in a goat, sir.
No, my brother used to tell me there was two different friends and you didn't want to be either.
Exactly.
No,
But
no.
the nominees for most artistic game of the year is number one is Concrete Genie, and if you guys
Makes
have never
sense.
played that, I kind of agree. It's actually a pretty cool little game. It's short.
It's a PlayStation exclusive, is it not?
It is.
I haven't played it. That's why I'm asking.
It's actually a pretty cool little game for what it is. I enjoyed it. It takes like 4.5 hours to beat, and you just kind of move on with life at that point.
You know, I'll
What's
be
the
honest.
pre- what's the premise of
It actually was a really good game.
You do a bunch of street graffiti and make it come to life to get past areas.
Yeah, pretty much. And the little
See,
kids
I'm all for
bully.
different concepts when it comes to shit like that. I definitely
well, because
might
we
have
get
to
the
try that out one day.
same. It's because we get the same shit over and over and over. So
That's
it is
'cause you
nice.
keep
Yeah,
asking
and
for
see
it.
that's
Then stop
Right.
playing
Hit it.
Call of Duty.
Hey,
You
I will still
fuck
buy
you.
Call of Duty. Just give me another
Ghost
game.
is like, oh hell no.
But the second game is Control. And I agree with that one. Control is an awesome game. If you've not played Control,
Never have.
play it. It's
Oh,
actually
brilliant.
on PS Now.
It's going to be on Game
I
Pass.
see. I really have thought
According
about
to Uncle Phil.
getting PS Now just for that. To be honest.
It's good, really good.
Mhm.
I know that it seemed very split, like in terms of people liking or disliking it. I really enjoyed it. I don't see.
Yeah, I
Why
might renew
anybody
my
would hate
PS
on
Now next week.
And I don't
so I
need
can play
PS.
it.
I don't need PS Plus to have PS Now, right?
Right.
No,
Yeah,
You don't
'cause
need PS Plus.
unlike Game Pass, it doesn't throw the two
Battletoads.
together.
Okay. Good. Okay.
You're gonna make me do it, aren't you, Fork?
No, I really don't want to hear it. I've heard enough.
Nobody cares about Battletoads.
You gotta be louder. Come on.
No, I don't want to.
Nobody cares about Battletoads. There you go.
Just Xbot 448. He's the only person I know that cares about Battletoads.
Hey, I
Uh,
fucking
He even
care
changed
about
his avatar to a
Battletoads.
Battletoad.
don't you lie, Cloud.
stoked for it.
Don't
Might
you
as well.
lie.
I mean,
But here's the funny part.
gonna
Kojima's
play it.
getting all these awards. His game is actually number 3.
Well, I mean, you
With
have to
Death
understand. The first two don't matter. It's all about wherever he falls at. And since it's number 3, they're just going to bypass the other ones. 'Cause
And don't
for
get
some
me
reason-
wrong. I mean, I got like 25, 28 hours into Death Stranding.
The music though.
Yeah, but I'll be
the
honest.
music was
25
long.
hours. 25 hours into a game that large that people have said they've put several hundred hours into. 25 hours. That's like you got past the tutorial. You were like, "Yep, this is shit," and you forced yourself to keep playing it, hoping that it wouldn't be as
I
bad as
know
what you're seeing.
Capone's put a lot of time into that one.
I mean, I have a friend that works at Amazon. He says he loves it, but I'm like, you go to work and then come home and go to work.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to buy. I enjoyed the 4 to 7 hours I got to play out of it when I rented it. So, not gonna lie, I really want to play more.
Well,
of
I
it.
enjoyed it really too in the beginning because me and Leo were talking about it constantly every day. But after I hit that certain point where I'm just like, do I really want to play this again? You know, because it just really, I don't know, it just really didn't excite me anymore, I guess is the way to put it.
It happens. Sometimes you got to change up which hand you use. And...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the game needs some, like, the game, you know, give yourself a stranger, sit on your hand, then grab your controller or something, you know what I'm saying?
Get
Maybe
the neighbor to come over.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
Take some Adderall.
Why I ask, yeah, this is why I ask how
Snort
much
it.
vibration comes out of the controller. I need to know.
yeah, I mean,
Start doing lines off fucking hookers' asses. Sure, why not?
Or off a jockey's dick. I mean, you got to change it up every day.
I mean, I guess if you're really into little guys with little dicks.
Look, a 4-inch dick on a little guy looks like an 8-inch dick on a normal guy.
But
Or
does it?
maybe he has the 8-inch dick and you're just the big guy with the dick.
why are we even talking about this? Why?
Because it's always sunny in Philadelphia. There's this part of it where you ever snorted coke off a midget's dick, and he's all.
This has nothing to do with Death Stranding, people. Nothing.
It's
not even remotely close.
I think they played a different game than us.
I think they did too.
We have decided this is more entertaining. So.
You may have, I think.
Look, we've talked about putting me in a closet more than 25 hours, so I'm just going to go with that's probably more entertaining too. So.
Oh my god. Yeah, we did. Man, we went directly from Death Stranding to 4-inch penis. I just don't see the
Dick
correlation.
Stranding.
Yeah, there you go. Death strapping.
Not death strap on. Yeah.
All right,
when your neighbor gets your package in Death Stranding. Fuck!
I would love to say we had some, news about the PS5, but
Hey, we did.
I mean, according to Bomber, you just take the 2 on PlayStation 2 for the 20th anniversary and turn it around and flip it upside down.
That's right.
I mean, we all know the big rumor came and went yesterday, and nothing really happened.
Isn't there a big rumor like every day or week?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, there's always
tomorrow.
It's a day.
Wait a second. I just figured it out, Lemmy. The big rumor was the fact that Shawn Layden let us all know that he actually is locked in Area 51.
Yeah. You'd be amazed how many friends I acquired since yesterday when he commented on that post. Oh my god.
I'm sure.
I went
you
up 25 followers when I told somebody I'd drop a code in their DM. I dropped 20 codes today. I got a lot of hate on some of them.
I mean, it's the same code, but it was 20 of them.
Yeah.
It's the same
It's
code, but
a
everybody
PC
can
game.
use it. I even posted it, and people were like, I don't see the code. I just posted it on Twitter. I had one person say, what's that code? And I almost wanted to say, if you don't know what the Contra code is, you should just end your life. I'm sorry. You're a 40-year-old and you don't know what Contra is.
Yeah, no shit.
You are not a gamer.
And I agree with Golden Knight. The rumor is there is going to be another rumor probably in the next 30 minutes if you watch Twitter.
Oh,
In
absolutely.
5 minutes,
hey,
the PS5 will be revealed.
Hey,
But
the rumor is that it's already happening right now.
yeah,
It's in the-
and the one rumor that's making me laugh is there's going to be 2 consoles now.
Oh god.
Yeah, I saw that and I
Well,
was like, what?
Yeah. Well, that one keeps coming, and then it goes, and then it comes back, and it goes. And then we hear that the PlayStation 5 is going to be 9,000 teraflops, and then we hear it's going to be 40 teraflops.
The best
Then we
one
hear-
I've heard to date is that Sony is shaking and scared right now because
my
of
God,
Microsoft's
yeah.
reveal. That is the funniest shit in the world. Like, shut the fuck up. That is not the case.
Like Sony's just like,
I did hear somebody say that the reason why they can't say anything is because they accidentally created the coronavirus and they can't make any PlayStations because their factory shut down while the Xbox is making a shitload. And I'm like,
So
as
what
awesome
you're
as
telling me
funny
is,
as it sounds,
Yeah.
So what you're
never
telling
know, I
me
guess.
is that Sony is actually owned by Umbrella.
yes.
yes.
Explains
Oh my
those
God.
strong ties with Capcom.
And if you guys do not understand that reference, you picked the wrong podcast.
Right.
Remember,
You should know
down,
who
down,
I
Umbrella
even
up,
is.
gave
up.
a hint.
It's down, down, up, up, A, B, select, start. 30 life code on Contra. There you go.
Simple
You had too
enough.
many selects in there, but
Yeah, you had lots of selects. But hey,
First of all, I didn't even say it right.
But
that too.
we do
Well,
have something for
you're
the
an idiot.
PS5. Actually, a game for the PS5. There was a leak on Reddit talking about a Spider-Man 2 game.
Absolutely.
And they are revealing new villains and story details.
Is anyone surprised?
I am. I mean, with how horrible the first Spider-Man sold, I did not
I
see
know.
them making another one.
Absolutely not. I mean, especially buying Insomniac as well.
They were like, this game sucks so badly, we're going to have to buy you.
Yep.
But the bad part is this game is targeted for a release in the holiday of 2021. And
I mean, that's
we
not
may,
that bad. It
That's
gives
actually
you
a lot
year.
faster than I thought it'd be.
Yeah,
we may
they
actually
just brought it
have
out.
a legitimate, reveal for the PS5 by then.
yeah,
I
but if you
bet they
think
add
about
the
it, though,
symbiotes in the new one.
well, no, if you think about it, though, that's not that bad. They already have the entire world built. Now it's just a matter of using the same world and actually adding different story and things like that to it.
And it
Maybe they'll
does
make
say,
it like the old Maximum Carnage game, where you could play as Venom and Spider-Man at the same time. That'd be cool.
Oh, dude, if you
it
could
does
play
say
Venom,
that Manhattan
shit.
will be the primary open world location once again.
That
Well,
makes sense.
Well, Spider-Man doesn't really go much anywhere else, so
And they will bring in boroughs as Queens and Brooklyn.
oh, cool.
I mean, I'm stoked. It was
It
literally
makes
the
sense to
only
have
game
Queens in there
beaten
since
in
that's
the
where
last 10 years.
Spider-Man's from.
Yeah, it does kind of make sense they, use the same guy
I mean,
in
yeah.
the same area.
Spider-Man. I mean, makes sense. Spider-Man game.
I'm sure
without
Green
Spider-Man is not
Goblin
really
will be in
Spider-Man.
there too.
I just hope to God they get rid of any of the stupid slowdown of the game, which is like using whatever her stupid name is, redhead chick.
Mary Jane.
Yeah, Mary Jane to freaking.
Whoa,
Miles
whoa,
Morales.
whoa. The redhead chick,
Yeah, I don't
Mary
really care.
Jane, you're like,
I
that
don't-
redhead chick, that
Yeah,
bitch
that redhead chick, I don't care.
that girl.
Yeah, because
knows
she,
both
I mean,
Mary
as
Janes.
good as she was for the story,
So
it
is Cloud.
sucked for playing. I mean, it was awful.
Dude, don't talk shit about weed. That's not cool.
I wasn't talking shit.
I'm talking about Bomber.
I didn't say
Oh,
anything about
hater.
weed.
Yeah, you did some Mary
Fucking
Jane.
Bomber.
Mary
Always
Jane
bring
ain't
us
anything
down.
about weed.
Yeah, it
Are
is.
you
Mary
fucking
Jane.
serious?
Not her. I said her. Damn it! I didn't care about the damn.
Hey, first of all, when Ghost smokes weed, it is a her, because he's not going to smoke a guy.
That's not. Yeah, it's not what to do. Not pork.
That's not what I-
I don't think he gives it a gender of any.
You are taking away any fun I'm having, damn it. You son of a bitch.
I just hope they get rid of the crime stuff. That stuff was annoying.
Honestly,
least
I
tone
just
it
hope
down.
the swinging from building to building is more trimline, because when I was playing it, it just was not great for me. So I just, yeah.
Oh, you have
How
to get
much
used to it.
how much
Fine.
different can you change the gameplay for what it is, right?
I don't know.
I think
I've
what they'll
commented on
do
3
is-
PlayStation games today, and I don't have a PlayStation.
Well, the new.
They really riled you up last night, huh?
You gotta think the other Spider-Man guy. I can't remember the kid's name.
No, my God, you're killing me, Bomber.
What is
Bomber?
the kid's name?
Bomber,
I
you are no
already
longer
said it.
allowed to comment
I
on
already said
any
it.
on any
What did you
Spider-Man
say?
games.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles. That
Dear
guy.
God.
Oh yeah, the other guy. Yeah.
That guy.
He's
Yeah.
technically the second
guy.
Ultimate Spider-Man
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
brought into the 16,
Look,
16
I don't
universe, which
know-
is the universe we know.
Look, I played the game.
Look,
okay?
Look,
That's
you're
all that
making
matters.
Leo's Geek come out, and we need to put it back in. So please stop.
I know comics.
He knows comics. He doesn't know girls, but he knows comics.
Oh.
Girls, those things with the boobs and that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good answer.
Why
The
is
things
this
you're like,
thing?
your mom's like, why is the page sticky? I don't know.
That's the Bible, son.
We have computers now. You better say the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fucking keyboard.
My PlayStation Vita doesn't work, damn it.
All right, yeah. So Spider-Man. You know?
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Parker.
coming for the Division 2.
When that
No?
I still think it'd be cool if they added Venom in there, like the older games.
Dude, Venom and freaking Carnage. Holy shit.
Oh,
That
I'm
would
glad
be
you got the name
Whoa.
right.
I meant
Hey.
as playable. That'd
Yeah,
be
that's
cool
what I mean.
stuff.
Playable
absolutely.
characters. Yeah.
Because they
Absolutely.
did that
sure I'll
with
play
Maximum
it.
Carnage and what was it, Rise?
I mean, it'll eventually end up in Canada.
Something
Maximum
like
Carnage
that.
was a fucking.
That's right.
That was such a dope game.
Oh, it was a great
I
game.
still have it, the red cartridge and everything.
Nice.
What was it? The Death and Return of Superman was really good too.
Yep, that was another great one.
Hey, that's another rumor game that's never going to happen.
I think
What?
Nicolas Cage
this
and,
that they're
Spider-Man.
gonna come back as a
That's
Superman game.
Yeah.
Superman 64 is confirmed for Xbox.
Oh, it's confirmed.
No.
Yes.
2020.
No.
Nice 2020. Oh,
Shut your whore mouth.
man. You heard it here first, folks.
Shut your
I'm
whore
looking
mouth.
forward to trying out the Avengers game, but hopefully it's good.
Have you seen it? No, it doesn't
Okay.
look good. It's,
No, it doesn't.
Not
Like,
too
I
optimistic
watched
on that
Thor
one.
talk, and I was kind of like, so are we just going to ignore the big problem in the room that it looks horrible? It looks like a
Yeah.
Japanese port, and they didn't even bother changing how people are talking.
You're talking about Avengers? Shit. I'll
Yeah.
play it. I'll play the hell out of it.
Dude, you play your sister, so you do not count.
you'll play it because you're not like a nerd.
Yep.
Like
Right,
you
absolutely.
don't get into comics and whatnot. Like the rest of us will pick it apart because we're nerds.
And
I
that's
kind of did that already
will-
with the trailer a little bit. I was
Right?
like, wait,
Like-
what? No, this ain't how it works.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. But
I heard
on to the next
one for
topic.
Switch is really good.
Okay, so
what's it? Infinity
how
Stone?
many of you are gonna get the Tomy Gunshi? Come on.
Oh,
Tamagotchi.
Fuck you, the fucking stupid ass dumb shit you're fucking talking about.
why is that a topic?
Because
Look,
it's
so
ridiculous.
Call of
stupid.
Duty made a big deal about it. It's freaking stupid.
I don't make the topics. I just say them.
I just comment on them.
Yeah.
I
And
think
apparently,
it's
there's
ridiculous.
going to be a ton of people that are going to be like, "Look, I got my Tomy Omigachi." As someone kills you, like Ghost, and then teabags your body because
As
you.
you
Be
watch
like-
it for 0.1
So,
seconds as you're
literally.
reloading.
So far, the only people that I've seen that are excited for it are the people that get it free because they're big time streamers. So, like, I don't.
Yeah, like
I have
like,
yet to
it's
see
dumb.
anybody else going, yes, I'm going to spend $20 on a Tamagotchi and a couple of things that dangle from my gun.
Oh, I'm totally buying it.
You-
Oh yeah, it's a
That
done
sounds-
deal, dude.
Willumy's like, I'm gonna have the best Tamagotchi.
Like, I got the
Yeah,
best.
because I
It's gonna
mean,
feed. It's never going to die. I got this.
you feed it with blood, right?
No.
Sounds
No.
like a Furby. What the fuck
Yeah.
is going on? We buying Furbies now and shit?
No, man, it's the little Tamagotchi. It's in your watch on Call of Duty.
Tomy Omigachi, Mr. Roboto.
Jesus
spectacular.
Yeah, dude, that's the best thing that ever came out, man. I mean, think about it, dude.
A microtransaction.
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was the Furby.
You know, I mean, just think about the possibilities. You know,
Actually,
your
wasn't
team,
Tamagotchi and Furby around the same time?
Your team is waiting on you to go help
Sure.
them kill people, and you're standing
why I
in the
keep
corner
saying
with your
that.
little guy watching your little animal on your wrist. I mean, what's not to love, right?
Look, like I said,
That's so
someone will be like, "Hey guys, look, I got a Tomy," and Ghost will run along, kill your ass, teabag you, and move on. So this is how this is gonna work.
I think it's hilarious when you catch little noobs just like, they didn't go like position themselves correctly and they're just standing out in the open looking down at their little watch or whatever the fuck they're looking at. You're going to fucking just smoke them. Fucking moron.
That's so true.
Damn. Actually, me and Bomber got to play some Call of Duty the other
Oh,
night
dude,
together.
that was so much fun. That
It was
fun.
awesome. Yeah, for the first time in
I know,
forever.
forever.
No shit. And matter of fact, I plan on doing that some more this week.
Oh, hell yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get back on there.
And one more rumor before we end this show.
Oh, rumors.
Yep, one more
Everybody
rumor.
loves rumors.
And remember, this is a rumor. Don't take it seriously.
They're going to
You already put a disclaimer on your paper. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, we should probably start putting a disclaimer up. A new Batman game being a non-Arkham new IP is possibly confirmed by a leak.
I thought that was a given already.
And it looks like
Since
the
they're
new-
going to the Court of
Batman
Owls.
game movie.
Yeah,
Did you see that new Batmobile?
I did. But see,
Like, what
the hell?
I have a Ford Mustang. Woo!
I'm not really that
Yeah.
big into comics, but I did play Batman
Batman's
Arkham. But
Driving a Nissan Sentra for this next film.
he's driving a Prius, man. Come on, dude.
Arkham City was my favorite.
If he's going
I'm
to save
sure I'll go
Gotham,
watch it still, but
Yeah,
if
me
he's going
too.
to save Gotham, he has to save the environment, so he will be in a Prius.
I mean, it makes more
has there
sense.
been any announcement as to what villains are going to be in this next film, or is that
Yes,
still?
carbon monoxide.
Well, there was rumors that
And
Jonah
some
Hill
beer.
was going to play the Penguin.
Yeah, somebody's
But I
playing
don't
the
know.
Penguin.
Jonah
Gary
Hill.
is back as the Riddler.
My nuts are playing the Penguin.
But this is supposed to be, it's going to kick off a new, somewhat cohesive DC game universe shortly after it's released this fall. It will be followed up by a next-gen DC game from the creators of Batman Arkham franchise, Rocksteady.
Oh, okay, so it ain't that one. I was thinking of the Court of Owls one. Because that one's being done by Montreal.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking of as well.
If Rocksteady is making some games and starts making
I'm
other
surprised they're
things,
making
anything other than
another
freaking
Batman.
Batman. Yes,
I thought they
please
didn't
give me
want
something other
to.
than freaking Batman. Like,
Well,
quit
must
making
be getting
Batman.
paid a lot for it.
God, I know it, and I know
Batman's
he's the
awesome.
most popular or whatever. Like, just make. Come on, there's other DC characters you can actually have a lot more fun with than the same shit over and over.
Well, he's the one that sells. That's why he's their
I
biggest
know.
seller.
Whatever.
I think the Flash would be like one of the
Dude,
best.
Flash would be so fun.
He's my favorite DC.
Flash could be interesting.
I want Spawn.
I heard that, Wilmy, in your voice. You're like,
Because
"Not the game I'm
I just
thinking."
picture Flash as Fork running up. if you're old enough to remember the Benny Hill show, you'll get this. You know, he just kind of runs up and just humps everything in the corner and just flashes right back off again.
First of all, you would enjoy the shit out of it.
You're talking about the literal term to flash. That's
No, I mean he'll be super fast.
right?
He'll be super fast. He'll do
super
it. Nobody will even
fast
know
at
he's there.
flashing you.
Hey, he is pretty quick. I mean, he gets his job done fast.
Oh, he could flash and you wouldn't even know it.
Damn right. I would get the
That's also
satisfaction.
the reason why he's joining us from his fucking prison cell tonight.
Look, the guards will be back in about 25 minutes, so I'm good.
That's a
And
long.
who knew they would give you internet in a prison cell?
I swear I saw somewhere they were working on a Green Lantern game too.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
So I'm just gonna go with.
Green Lantern's lame.
Weren't they supposed to be kicking off this entire like Justice League movie thing, and then
yeah, that got
died?
axed really
Yeah,
fast.
that
by
got
got
that
axed
movie.
real fast.
Because Rocksteady was supposed to be working on a Justice League game,
Yeah,
and then
and that would have been badass.
I mean, it got axed because the movies sucked.
yeah,
Well,
even though
That's
Rocksteady
a
has a
lot of
good
reasons.
record,
there's
I
a lot
bet
of
they could have
things
did
wrong.
it.
I'm not a fan of comics and all that, but I do like the Dreadpool movies.
Is it because it's not cinema?
No.
The Dreadpool movies. I didn't know Dreadpool was in movies.
Well, Deadpool.
He's,
I'm sorry.
Dreadpool's got some home movies the same way.
Of
Different
wife number
wives,
1 through
different
5. But no, I do like the Deadpool movies. I'd like to see a new game with him. That would be that. I would buy that one.
He's in a
Ryan
Fortnite.
Reynolds.
So just
I've
go play
actually
that.
never played the original or the Deadpool that was on Xbox One and PlayStation.
Yeah,
I
me
think
neither.
360.
The funny part, I watched the movie at the theater when the original came out because my son, talked me into going to watch it. And as soon as I got home, he's like, they do have a game. I'm like, oh shit, it's done. And I played that game, dude. First superhero game I'd actually played besides Batman Arkham. But I would love to see a new Deadpool movie
Well, it's happening.
and a new game.
Yeah,
They
Marvel's
already got a
making
new
it.
movie working
Yeah,
on
the
it.
game's not coming out that we know of, but
Also,
definitely-
I get there's rumors that Henry Cavill was playing Wolverine in the Marvel universe.
ooh,
I
That's
think
the
we'll
guy
still
with the
see
thing. That's the
Hugh
guy with the
Jackman.
fingers. Looks like Freddy
Superman.
Krueger, right?
No, yeah, with
Okay.
the blades.
I know who he is.
What?
It's not his fingers. It comes out.
Did
of
you
his
really
face.
just say that's the guy that looks like Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
I knew what he meant.
No,
That's like the
I
most
understand you
common-
do know what he meant. Dear God.
I know who Wolverine is, dude. So
Nope.
yeah,
It's Hugh
his name is
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. I mean, Clearly.
Henry Cavill's the guy who played Superman in The Witcher, by the way, in case you didn't know.
well,
Didn't watch
Hugh
it.
Jackman's the only.
Well, Wolverine's gay now, so they gotta have a new person.
Oh, yeah.
to do it, right?
That's true.
Well, he said he wasn't
That's
going to do it anymore.
Because he doesn't want to be gay.
No, because I guess the
Mhm.
workout and everything.
The workout, yeah, I'll bet.
well, I mean, he's
Are you
getting
talking
up
about?
there
Are
in
you talking
age,
about
right?
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just talking
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
He said it was just too hard to like
Well,
get
yeah,
ready for the movies.
The guy's like 60, man.
That's what I'm
screw,
saying.
Yeah,
Think
screw
about it.
that. That's why, dude. That's why they killed off Captain America as fast as they did. Not just for a story wise, because Dude Man's like, I'm not playing Captain America.
Well, Captain
Like,
America is
I'm done.
lame, so he's like one of the worst.
And also, he
superheroes
was
ever.
not killed off.
Well,
Okay, I mean, yeah,
You-
9.
But,
Fine.
What?
no,
I don't know.
yeah.
oh,
Today,
oh,
Junior-
that's code for the PS5 review.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
it
right.
is.
Here's your PS5 code reveal, guys. Nah.
13.3 teraflops. Yeah.
Stop lying, Marlboro. It's now 13.45629er. Okay?
No one
Oh,
else did the
15
voice
the other
last
day.
time,
Niner.
GoldenEye.
If you don't add the ER to
Calling
the
from
end
a
of it,
walkie-talkie.
Calling
All
for
right.
walkie.
Well, on that note, let's call it. Let's get everybody out of here. Viking, you're still MIA.
He's masturbating.
No, nobody's understanding what happened there.
Yeah, none of us have a clue. He's been trying to talk. He can't hear us. We can't hear him.
I mean, is that really a bad thing that we can't hear him?
Well,
Vikings just been agreeing with everything we've said so far.
Yeah, I mean, well, me and Viking go way back, so
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
it would have been nice to have heard him. So let's do the outros, and we will start with you, Cloud. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm in Canada.
I'm on Xbox. Cloud Connected 86 is my gamer tag. I'm also on Switch. I'm not going to tell you my number on there because I can't remember that many fucking digits. But if you want it, shoot me a message. I'll give it to you. I'm also on PlayStation, Twitter, Twitch, Mixer. Tags all the same everywhere. So, yeah,
Makes life easy, huh?
it does.
It
It
really
really
does.
does.
Yeah, it really
I'm not
does.
going to sing the national anthem. I had intentions on it, but
Oh, you're not
Not
going to
tonight.
sing it? Okay. You sure?
Oh, Canada.
oh,
Don't do it
Robert's
for
been
him.
getting ready all day.
I'll pass.
Isn't like the Canadian anthem like O Tannenbaum or something like that?
Something like that. Oh, bacon.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Canada.
No. All right. Crispy Bomb. Tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Chris Baum on Twitter. You can find me on the next podcast, Saturday night, 7 p.m. You can also find me on Retro Renegades, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. And Xbox Live, Crispy Bomb 28. Hit me up. I'm always down to game. Let's roll.
So I feel like we need to have Crispy Bomb back when his voice is back. He just doesn't
Right.
sound as he doesn't sound as Marlboro-ish as he usually
It
does.
doesn't have the deep raspy.
grass.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
like
Can you go outside and smoke 2 packs and come back?
Smoking a cigarette right now,
There you go.
motherfucker.
I need to go for one.
See? Yeah, see, you don't know about the marble.
See, what's
man.
funny is when I rile him up, then it comes out. So.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. All right. Fort Boy, tell everybody where they can find you.
In a closet at E3, if E3 happens. If not, then a closet in North Carolina. Or in your own closet, so check it before you go to bed tonight, you never know. You can find me, Forkboy_Gaming on Twitter, on Twitch, Xbox, it's Forkboy Gaming, because apparently I have Forkboy_Gaming, and they won't let me have it. Don't know why. But, hit us up. We will stream on Friday, Saturday, Sundays with the Forking crew, get Wilmy out there and other people, and kind of just mess around and kill each other, and make it a very wonderful time. So thanks for everybody that donated money. Appreciate it for iDizzy. All of you are awesome. Thank you very much. Also, I've been dropping numbers in chat. If you don't know what it is, well, then search my Twitter and you'll figure it out. So,
It's his social insurance. I'll
Right.
just save you a click.
Save you a lot of unneeded reading.
Yeah.
also, I may have a used code to give out tomorrow, so pay attention.
A used code. Interesting. It's like a used code.
You know what? I got 4,000 impressions and 300 hits on a used code.
Hey, at least the one they use condom.
That's really sad.
That is.
You know, what's sad is when people said I tried it and it's not working, and I'm like,
Did you not catch the word used?
It's used.
Xbox is like 25 digits. Where's the rest of them?
all I can say is you're the person that's like, I found a condom. There's some white stuff at the end. It'll be okay.
It's just mayo.
It's lubrication.
All
You guys said
right.
you weren't going to make fun of me about that.
All right, Bomber. Tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Of course, you can find me on the old Twitter at HRBomber1414.
Twitter.
Of course, you can find me on Xbox or PlayStation at HRBomber. And of course, here every Wednesday, unless we change the time and date. And yeah, other than that, shoot. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I mean,
I'm nowhere else.
sister's pants, sister's panties.
Well,
Which his
she don't
sister
wear
will be
those
making a
anymore.
comeback, but her Gmail account was disabled.
Oh,
Go into
and
details.
before this gets too far, I just got a message from someone. The new Star Wars game may have accidentally been leaked by a Twitter bot. And this is supposed to be the game by Respawn, and this will be called Project Maverick.
What?
Isn't that the new Top Gun movie?
Dude, you know, I don't do Star
can see it
Wars,
happening.
so
They were
Yeah, I don't
very
either.
successful with the past one. Like, they got a pretty talented.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you
I'm
gotta
pretty
strike
sure
with
I
a-
read an article, and they
got struck with an iron top.
Want to do another one.
They
Yep,
need to do
and
it.
they're saying this is the new one by Respawn, and it is called Project Maverick. It's all I know at the moment. It just got sent to me, so we can leave out of here with that.
Dun, dun, dun,
I mean, we
dun.
can't. We still need Leo and you and
Well,
Ghost.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, though.
Good night, everybody.
We're done.
Well, I guess we're done here.
All right,
Fuck
Leo.
y'all. We're out.
Leo, tell everybody where they can
Leonardo.
find you, dude.
Thanks for everyone that came out. Leonidas1084 everywhere. Have a good night.
And fuck you. That's what he meant to say.
And fuck you,
Aussie
Wilmy. There you go.
motherfuckers.
Okay. All right,
feel like we're
Ghost,
out
tell
of
everybody
order.
where they can find you, dude.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming out and anybody that supported the stuff for Dizzy tonight. That's really means a lot, and it's really thankful and appreciated. You can find me, the Evil Ghost, everywhere: Twitter, Xbox. You know, not PlayStation, because I don't play that, or I don't have one. I should say I haven't had one since PlayStation 2 because they weren't relevant.
Ghost,
Still
how
not
do you feel
relevant.
about the Spider-Man game?
I don't care. I haven't played it. That's how much it matters. Okay,
Ghost, how do you feel about God of War?
never played it.
Concrete Genie.
Nope.
Shadow of the Colossus.
I feel
Ratchet
like
and
talking
Clank.
about a bunch of stuff. I think I played that on the PSP.
Oh, there you go.
He played that on the Vita. It was called Debbie Comes Home.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Debbie
she
Does
did.
Dallas.
Nah, that one's old, man.
She's got multiple.
Yeah, I mean,
She gets around.
Yeah, I was
That is
going to say,
not
she's been
4K.
around for a long time.
That's not in 480. That's like in 180. It's like, is that a dick or is that a finger?
What are we looking at exactly?
Fork, you got your magnifying glass and
Why is
microscope?
there so much hair?
And the music comes out going, bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow.
Right? Classic, like
if
70s.
you didn't
porn.
Why
grow
does
up-
that have sideburns?
You didn't grow up watching porn on a scrambled screen because your dad had it scrambled. You really don't know what, can't see anything, but I can hear it.
That shit had you fucked up when you got older, too. You're like, what the fuck? It didn't look like that on the TV screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I feel something's wrong here.
All right. And on that note, Leo didn't say.
Where can they find you, Will?
Yeah, Leo, what the hell,
All
man?
right, Leo. And of course, I'm Wilmy Hood. I want to thank everybody that did the super chats tonight. It's going to a great cause. And like I said, I am going to double that, and it will be done tonight. And I will show proof that it was done. I promise. But
You
I
don't
do
need to.
You don't need to tell any of these motherfuckers. Never mind.
Well, dude, we all know how Twitter works. So
It
Well, if
doesn't
anybody
matter.
thinks that you're trying to scam them, I mean, fucking from what you've done in the community, they're fucking trolling anyway, like fucking
Well,
cops.
Well, yeah,
sadly,
but-
there's people out there, but
oh yeah, and
we
we're-
know it's legit.
Well, I about let something slip, but I'm not going to do that. But
I did
anyway,
that. I got 4 kids. Don't do it.
anyway, you can find me here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Jesus Christ, I'm so beat. You can find me on Xbox at Wilmy Hood, PlayStation at Wilmy Hood, Switch, the Epic Games Store, Steam. Oh my God, even on Stadia. Yeah,
Even on
Facebook,
Pornhub.
Instagram, no
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, and the new Tamagotchi on Call of Duty. I'll be
Grindr.
on there.
Don't forget Grinder.
I don't even know what Grinder is. So,
Don't worry, you're on
You're
there.
the one that explained to me what
We'll talk.
Grindr was.
We'll talk about Grinder after the show.
Okay, good. But and like I said, man,
trying to get me to download it.
I do appreciate everybody that donated to Dizzy tonight. Like I said, man, it's a great cause. He's a really good guy. So
yeah, it's great to see the community come together and do stuff
Yeah,
like this.
thank y'all.
Sure.
And there are a few of us that do have something planned for next week. Pay attention to my Twitter and Mr. Boomstick and the Iron Lords podcast. So just keep your eyes peeled next week for that. We're not going to give too much away. And
I feel
on
like
that
we're
note,
being invited to a groupie. No.
okay.
What?
But anyway, thanks everybody and all those that donated. We are going to get out of here because I'm not going to lie to you. I have done 5 podcasts in 5 days on top of working 16-hour days. I'm a little fucking tired. So
Not
just
enough.
just a smidge.
Jeez, man.
So everybody, you guys have a great night. We will see you next Wednesday night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
coming,
night.
guys.
Oh, okay.
I keep getting the song Tommy Gato, Mr. Roboto, ever since that song. Dude, ever since that Tommy Gunchi got released, that frickin' thing is stuck in my head.
That was a bizarre. Yeah, that's.
Look, I have issues, I deal with them, and
I don't know.
something about touching somebody and it matters.
Just
I did that without them.
Oh, don't worry, Dreadpool. We know you
Don't
guys
lie.
can still hear us. It's all good.
Trust us, we don't say anything that you wouldn't hear.
Yeah,
Beyond
exactly.
the box, after hours.
Put it back in your pants.
Okay, first of all, you said you wanted a picture. Make up your
Finally,
mind.
go put some clothes
Well,
back.
I want it inside the pants, Gives me a little bit more.
Get to use your imagination that way.
Like imagination, I'm more the type of here it is in your face. BAM!
Well,
BAM, boy!